Hello, and welcome back to Roll4It, where your favourite YouTube streamers get together to play some lovely nerdy tabletop RPGs. Of course, today we're playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Layla the Vampire Slayer, where instead of Buffy becoming the Slayer, Layla did, and then a lot of stuff went down, to put it very mildly, since we're getting towards the end of Season 2 now.
Like Layla. No, I'm just kidding. At one point.
Not anymore. Okay. So, welcome back, and hello. We have a big surprise due later today. In addition, we have an announcement next week that Maggie's going to tell me off for announcing the announcement. And we have a comic. Issue 3 is out on our Patreon right now of Layla the Vampire Slayer. It will be out on Drive-Thru RPG and Drive-Thru Comics later this week. Isn't currently, but it will be pay what you want there, so you can get it for free if you so choose, or you can give us money for it if you want. If you are a Patreon, you can download it for free on the Patreon, and you can do that right now. Although you might actually want to watch the show now, so maybe do it during the break. It's a good thing to read through 8 minutes in the break. Right. Other announcements. Who's supporting today's episode?
So good.
We have a supporter for today, and I forgot to check. But in the meantime, there is a thing that I remembered that I was also going to announce. Though I'm pressing buttons quickly here, so I'll probably do this first. Today's supporter is Oberon Naga.
You didn't say crap. Okay, Oberon Naga. Thank you.
Why is it always here as Oberon?
Thank you very much, Oberon Naga, for funding today's episode and making it possible to pay our cast costs.
A lot of things to keep track of. I was going to say a thing, and I just remembered that I was going to say a thing now, because recently I checked through a list of important, I checked back in on the Twitter, basically, for important dates in Roll4It's history. And so I discovered that this last Friday was the 2-year anniversary of me arriving on the show. So I've been here
2 years old! Happy birthday, Bentham!
Yay! That means you've been playing tabletop RPGs for 2 years.
Yes, I have, because I didn't play RPG.
He's only been playing for 2 years. He's a little babby.
I started with Roll4It.
It's been a pretty intense 2 years. You have played non-stop, pretty much.
Yeah, every
to
week.
be fair, you've made up for the time.
And he's got a pretty rad mustache and goatee for a 2-year-old.
And we played basically every week, so your 100th RPG session... No, you've done 2 weeks sometimes. Yeah, you've done 2 weeks, so you must have done over 100.
It definitely has happened already because Shadowrun and Layla have more than 100 combined, I'm pretty sure.
Let me check what my Roll20
or close.
now.
Plus all the other shows that we've done. Definitely.
Yeah, but Bentham wasn't on Shadowrun Season 1, so...
My Roll20...
Oh, he wasn't part of Season 1?
No, I wasn't in Season 1. I started with Dark Heresy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dark Heresy definitely had more episodes.
Yeah, my Roll20 has 1,775 hours in it.
Now I'm genuinely
Some
curious.
of that is probably me leaving it open.
Oh,
Not that
mine
much,
is
because I
me
switch
leaving
my
it open.
PC off at the end of every day.
Does it show you that?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it tells you. I have only 501 hours played.
Okay, you
Where
always
do you find
close Roll20 as soon as you finish.
If you
Oh
just
my
go
god, I
to
have
roll20.net.
2007.
I'm just gonna point out mine doesn't take into account the fact that I play RPGs in the same room with people.
Me too.
I don't know where mine is.
If you go to roll20.net,
So if you go to roll20.net and in the top right hand corner it tells you hours played. I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine's 6,725.
Well,
pretty sure you
mine's
just
not
never-
showing up.
You don't close your Roll20.
Oh, you don't close things though.
Oh, no, I do
I
close my
close all
roll20
mine.
if I'm not using it, but...
Okay.
It's not showing up.
I always close
Genuinely
stuff.
curious.
But I'm also like mega OCD. I know somebody who never closes their windows and they have like thousands, and I'm like, how do you find
can't
the
stand that.
tabs when they're like
819.
this big?
Yeah, it's like people who have all the tabs open and or a messy desktop on their computer. I'm judging you.
I can't
All of it.
do it.
Like my boss
Yeah,
has like
every day,
all the
so-
little icons all over his monitor. I'm like, how do you find anything? I have like folders and they're all neat.
I just
I
tell them to
get
go
that
away.
because I have all of mine lined up on the left-hand side, and I can still not find anything.
I just
like-
don't use them. I just use start and then type in what I want. Like, I never use the
Yeah,
desktop
that's
icons.
what
Yeah,
I
I
do.
normally use
guess.
that, and then I have folders for specific things. Like I have like I can actually screenshot my monitor or like my one thing that has stuff on it. But I have like a shortcut to the Roll4It folder and like my RP documents and stuff like that.
This is why I never
I-
capture my desktop.
I put nothing on my
I thought that
desktop
was
because there's
because
always
of all the
stuff in the
porn.
way. So my desktop is useless.
Yeah, I want to be able to see my wallpaper.
So I do everything from
I have
The file
space
explorer.
wallpaper.
Which
you
is-
couldn't guess.
Ilsa's Cheese Quest picture. It's awesome.
Oh, Cheese Quest.
I actually genuinely forget I've got that's one of my wallpapers, and every time I minimize a window, I'm like, oh god, what the fuck?
Oh,
it's
you
a
mean the My
giant
Little
nightmare
Pony
monster.
post?
My Little Pony one, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a giant scary monster. It's genuinely a little bit terrifying.
Ilsa did such a good job with that. If you are a $1 tier or above Patreon supporter, to bring it back to what we were originally doing, sorry, pre-after show, we have some amazing posters there from everybody, from all kinds of amazing artists. But Ilsa did our last one, and it's from our My Little Pony campaign, and it is pretty amazeballs. So
Okay, any other
back to
announcements we have?
Yeah, right, forget what I was going to say.
okay.
That it's been a wonderful 2 years so far. A really good experience. I'm very glad that I fired that one well-placed, well-timed tweet that got me here. And if it wasn't for this, I think I wouldn't be doing internet stuff anymore, because YouTube isn't paying. So it's why I'm still here.
Which brings us into our shilling. Thank you for supporting the show and allowing us to pay our cast so that they can do the things and be awesome. And we can have
Cry.
I'm sorry.
So, reiterate what I said yesterday, although specified that, for medium-sized or above channels who can afford to pay cast, they should pay cast. Small channels, obviously, you can't afford to pay cast. That's fine not paying cast. But for reasonably large channels, you should pay your cast. And thank you very much for people for supporting us, allow us to actually pay our cast for all the work they put in, the hard effort. It's really appreciated. And it's really nice to be a tabletop show being all ethical and stuff. So thank you. So, if you want to support us, you can on Patreon, patreon.com/Roll4It, where we've got a number of different tiers and a number of different goals. We'll be adding a couple more goals soon. Look out for those. But in terms of tiers, we have like a $1 tier. You get access to Discord. Also, a load of the cool stuff we just mentioned. And you get MP3s, $5 tier, after shows. Then there's the party tier, where you get access to a load of behind-the-scenes party information, including some character sheets. The VTM ones will be going up in the next couple of weeks, once we've got rid of the last few secrets. There's also the GM tier, where there's a poll currently going for VTM about a character and what decisions that'll have an impact on the game, which is neck and neck between 3 options, which is crazy.
I want to check what it's at right now, because last time the votes were 978.
There's also hero tier, where you get access to stuff like putting names in for NPCs that are probably going to get killed, and legend tier, where you get access to be in a one-shot every month, where a member of the Roll4It cast will GM for you.
The vote is currently 979.
Oh, for God's sake.
That
Well,
means Mathis did a good job of making
Yeah.
a poll that actually is something that everyone really wants to vote on. So go vote if you haven't voted yet and you're a Patreon supporter, because that shit's awesome.
It's
Also, the
basically a
reasoning-
brutal battle for the third option, because the third option is massively dramatic, and some people are like, no, I want plot though. And some people are like, no, let everything burn.
We've been talking about the revamp for a while for the goals, but we recently got in touch with Patreon. They reached out to us to have a private meeting. So there's some other stuff that we need to discuss before we can put those goals out. So just an FYI for you guys why it's taking longer. And that meeting was last week. So
There you go.
yeah.
If you want to support in different ways, support on Twitch, where you can subscribe, gets you access to the Discord. Also get access to some lovely emotes. And you can see the show in the VODs before it goes live on YouTube, which takes 24 hours. So if you want to see it on the VOD section on Twitch, you can. There's also tipping and bitting, all of which goes into the cup down there. And of course, letting people know about the show is one of the best ways to support the show. In fact, you can do that as well. You don't need to have any money to support the show. You can watch for free live and on the YouTubes. But if you can let people know about the show, it is massively appreciated. It's always good to be able to just get a bit more, people out there presence. It's really nice. We appreciate all the retweets and the comments and stuff, and the fan fictions and the wiki, etc. So thank you very much to everyone doing that. So, without further ado, have I missed anything?
Did you talk about Twitch? I don't remember if you did.
I did mention Twitch. We're good.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So, we're going to dive back into Little Rosewater. Now, I would like to know immediately, are any of you wanting to take a little bit of a time skip to heal up? It's your choice.
How am I doing?
I should open my character sheet so I can tell you.
I'm okay. I could do with 3 days. I'm not too bothered.
Very specifically,
please.
missing 6 HP.
I could use 3 days specifically. That's funny. I'm good, but
How How am I doing? Anyone?
You didn't take you maybe took 3 points of damage or something.
Cool.
from
I could
fire.
also use 3 days.
Okay.
I could use a bit more than that.
Yeah, don't you miss that healing you used to have?
How much could you do with there, Barnaby?
I don't know maths,
how
so
much is
what's
your HP?
53 minus 29? That is
23.
20, 22.
22.
No, 24.
24.
53
I
minus
thought you said
29.
52. Okay, yeah, 24.
24. So
And your
divide
con
that
is?
by 4, which is 5. No,
No, 6.
6.
and 6.
You could do with a week.
I could do with a week.
Okay.
I did.
Well,
maths
this is
at
just
university.
painful.
Whatever.
Okay. So, would you like to skip forwards a week, get some healing in, repair the Dawson household?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of
I
those
can help with repairing stuff for sure.
time skips where stuff happens over the course of this next week.
There's some stuff I want to do. Do we?
Yeah.
I mean, Imogen might need to resolve the fact that she was apparently trying to be murdered.
Yeah, should we get through the initial what just happened, is everyone okay part?
Yeah. I was going to basically say, if you want a week, where would you like to start off? Who wants to have the first conversation? Because I know you're going to have a couple of conversations this time.
Where is Imogen? Can someone put her somewhere so I know what's
Well,
happening?
we just
she came
just
back to
left
the
the
sofa.
church, right? And we
You'd gone back to the Davidson household and put her on the sofa.
okay. What sofa? You remember the sofa was all fucked up. It was
It's a broken
Oh yeah,
sofa.
the sofa's in the doorway.
Vaguely next to the sofa.
Yeah, so Imogen, as you get taken back and your eyes are starting to flutter and you're starting to regain consciousness, you notice that as you get taken into the Dawson household, the front door is smashed open and there look like there are crossbow bolts lying around, impaled in walls, smashed.
All of this tracks. Yep.
Smashed front window. There's a giant, maybe 2 foot long iron bolt from what appears to be a siege blister, impaled through the sofa, which has its back broken and is currently laying in the middle of the living room. It's a little bit of a mess.
Yeah. She thinks about saying something and then is like, this is too much work, and just continues to pretend to be unconscious. Who was carrying her?
Probably Barnaby.
yeah, Barnaby was carrying her.
She's
And,
gonna nestle in.
Oh, okay. Well, you are being fireman carried along with
Yeah,
Janet.
sorry. She tries to put her head up and then just puts her head back down. She says, "It's not. I don't wanna. It's not worth it."
Okay.
So cool. I just wanted to place what had happened to her. Presumably, she had been kidnapped, knocked unconscious, and then didn't know what happened to her.
Not
from
unconscious
being
and kidnapped.
house.
You basically, everything you have experienced, you did entirely skip the last episode where you spent the entirety unconscious, so...
Excellent. So,
Okay.
she'll ask about it later.
Where would any of you like to pick off then as you start to go through this week?
I mean, Layla's gonna be like, so someone tell me what the hell happened.
There was a Watcher, and then there were Knights of Byzantium, and the Watcher turned into a werewolf, and then we...
Where did the knights come from?
I
Not a
think
clue.
somewhere around the Crusade era.
No, Barnaby.
No, I'm not
How did they get
joking.
here?
I'm pretty sure they time traveled.
And how?
If I knew that, I would have just... There'd be a lot different. Just, yeah.
Yeah, either random time travel that even they don't seem to be fully aware of, or they've got even more of a love of tradition than the Watchers do.
At this point, your dad parks the car up and walks in. Are you all okay? Is Imogen okay? I was just going to go to the store and see if I could pick up something to fix the everything.
Yeah.
Buddy.
She seems to be unconscious, but everything looks okay.
I think they're both breathing.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Should we take them to the hospital?
they might ask questions if she seems okay, if she don't get worse.
At that point, you just hear Imogen mumbling because she's just like trying to sleep this off. No hospital. I'm fine.
I think she's all right. She didn't want to go to the
Probably.
hospital.
Probably fine.
I'll look over at Janet and check on her as well.
Make a medicine intelligence check.
I also
Doctor,
will have done that.
I should
for
have
it.
spent my XP.
I don't have
on
any
medicine or
doctor.
something.
I think you meant
Good at-
doctor, not medicine.
Yeah, doctor intelligence.
How do? I get an 8.
Rob, you can't find a pulse. Whether you think she's dead or not, you can't find a pulse.
Oh, you horrible, horrible person! I'm like, somebody help!
I-
You okay? I'm bad at this.
Vaguely see her eyelids fluttering and like there's eye movement behind them.
Rob, calm down. It's fine. She's
Okay.
alive. Look at her eyelids. They're
I don't know how pulses
moving.
work.
look.
It's on the neck somewhere, right?
It's just like smacking.
Rob, it's because you're using your thumb. You never use your thumb. Here, let me show you. Yeah.
Okay, good. She's alive. Okay, fine. Just making sure.
It's okay, buddy. We'll keep an eye on her.
Okay. With that, Deborah leaves. It takes probably about half an hour before Imogen fully comes around enough to be cognizant. She has some very minor burns, like her trousers are a little bit
Just a lot of-
singed, but
Mumbling and saying nonsense. And like
How did-
half responding to the things that you're saying around her, but like none of it makes sense. Like, no, the Catholics were from Vienna.
Through the
From
what?
Vienna to Ken. This is where Catholics are.
All of them.
Yeah,
Why did-
they're all from there.
Okay.
Why did they take Imogen? And
'Cause-
Janet?
They hate
witch.
witches, and they think whatever Janet does is witchcraft.
What are they going to think about the entire world? We need to find
Yeah.
them.
We know where they are. They're probably still at that damn. What was it? A church previous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we probably scare them off for now, but I feel like they'll come back. I mean, now they know that there's evil witches here, and we're trying to kill them. So even though we didn't kill a single one of them, we just knocked them out and scare them off where possible. We're definitely still the bad guys.
Exactly. I don't think they gave us enough credit for that.
Do they? And then like Imogen's like waking up like, did they try to burn me at the stake?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, they.
That's
you-
not cool.
It's very hot, actually.
Their trousers aren't in style anymore either.
She just does that at Robert. No,
Oh, come on. I couldn't. Okay.
I'm going back. She just lies back
Layla's
down.
just trying to bite her tongue because this is exactly why she didn't want them to be involved in this stuff.
Oh yeah, it's probably the best she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, it seems like they also want to kill vampires and demons, so maybe we can at least distract them with that if they turn up again. I don't know what the priority list is.
Maybe we look at a Bible.
Does the Bible mention vampires? I feel like it doesn't mention
Probably.
vampires. But it mentions demons somewhere.
No. Not those kind of demons.
Okay, well, but it
Um,
does mention witches.
let me know whatever I can help with, George. And I
Already
kind of
left.
like look around.
Layla, do you mind helping me with something? I mean, I guess we could go get like supplies or something to fix the house. So
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever I can do to help you guys fix the house.
Cool. Thank you. And I guess they leave in the general direction of a hardware store or something. And Barnaby's looking proper shifty and uncomfortable, walking down the street next to Layla.
What's wrong with you?
I was just wondering what was it that changed your mind about the way you felt about us getting into danger?
That there was nothing that I could do to stop you guys. You were going to do what you wanted anyway. And you're probably better off with my help.
Okay.
Because I care about you all.
Right.
Sorry, I might have shown it in a weird way.
No, it's
But I mean, this is exactly... Never mind.
no, I kind of feel the same way, especially I get you, is what I'm saying. I feel the same way, especially after James, and especially...
I put my arm around
Thank
Barnaby.
you. And you see that he feels a bit more awkward
We're
now
around
that your
his arm, I
arm's
guess.
around him.
Well,
because he's-
my arm around your arm to like
Oh, okay.
comfort you. Yeah.
So he's like this, and he's like, especially now that me and Imogen are might be a thing.
I like let go of my arm and I stop walking. What?
No,
Said
okay.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh. Well.
You told me that you didn't like her. I had a conversation with you about it. Before I even started dating Imogen.
So I lied.
You promised me you'd never lie to me again.
Right. But in that instance, I thought I might be a little bit justified in the fact that you were probably going to go out with her anyway. So, I this is one of several awkward conversations I've got to have today. So, I just thought, I wanted you to know, but also I wanted to, well, hear what you thought about protecting people that you loved. Which I guess I now know is quite difficult.
Leila just kind of stands there staring at you, like just blank staring at you, and like her eyes are kind of like watering up, and she doesn't say anything. It's really awkward.
You don't want to go to the hardware store anymore?
She just takes a deep breath. We should go. And if that's what Imogen wants, then whatever. Do whatever. And she just walks away. Or she keeps walking.
Okay. Barnaby goes with her.
Okay.
Ah,
So, does anyone want to do anything back at the house? Rob and Imogen, do you want to talk, or are you okay to let them have a very awkward walk to the hardware store, find out that George already left to go to the hardware store and is on his way back, and then return?
I think at
damn.
some point, Imogen
Yeah, the whole
comes.
time I'm just gonna be sat there by Janet, probably stroking my cat. Before he turned up.
I think at some point Imogen comes to fully makes eye contact with Robert and it's like, did Barnaby just leave with Layla?
Yeah, they went to the hardware store. I think we've got points there now. The number of times we've had to go.
She makes this face that probably even Rob could understand is like something, oh bad, oh no, and then puts it all away and is like, how's Janet? And gets up and moves over towards her.
I'm just like, she's fine. Hasn't woken up yet. This sort of thing keeps happening. I need to.
Imogen's gonna try and help her with first aid.
Sure. Make a doctor intelligence roll.
Do I have penalties right now?
No, you don't.
Excellent. I am much better at this than I used to be. 13. Oh, +8.
Yeah, that's good. You have, 3 levels of success? Yeah, with 3 levels of success, she's fine. She just needs a little bit of coaxing around, maybe like a cold flannel or something.
Yeah, just some gentle cold compress. Let's Janet, you okay? Janet.
I'm fine. What happened?
I think those weird knights tried to kidnap us and burn us at the stake for being witches. I don't know, they knocked us out.
I'm not a witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't seem to care about that. I told them the same. They're idiots. We've got rid of them, for now at least.
Thank you.
I'm afraid the house is maybe a bit damaged again.
Is it? Oh, I can fix it.
If you need help with repairing the robots, the guys weren't messing around. I've probably got the head of the mum robot somewhere in the room. I've still got it on me. I've got it round the side of the sofa. Let's not present it with the head of her mother.
Okay.
That's out of sight.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, we might need some help with some robot repairs. Also, we need to do something about things like this keeping happening. We need a communication thing. I could just get phones.
Back away now that Janet's conscious again and go and sit in a chair and pick up a book and try and pretend to read it.
Okay.
So we could get phones or something. I don't know, I've been thinking about things I could make.
Sure. That seems a really good idea.
You need life alert bracelets. That's what you need.
Like my grandmother?
I think essentially, yeah.
Imogen did not say that. That is Lauren saying, that's what you want. You want a bracelet that oh no, the person's beep, 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 beep.
That was basically what I was thinking. What did Janet say?
Like my grandmother?
Grandmother?
She had a... Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Conversation's getting very weird. It's going through the fourth wall and back again.
Okay.
I'm basically just I'm sorry you keep getting caught up in all this. I know you didn't want to.
Well, you saved me, so it's okay. Thank you.
Thing is, Rob looks sort of extremely awkward for a moment. And he's just sort of
Imogen's like doing a really bad job of pretending to read a book. And she's like, oh, for goodness sake, have you two not had a conversation yet? Jenna, I've already told you need to talk to each other about this.
About...
Literally anything. What are your boundaries? Don't just say what you're not into. You've got to say what you are into. No's aren't as helpful as yes. Imogen's like, just starts lecturing them about conversations about consent.
Rob is just like sort of quietly nodding along a bit.
So it's a day ending in Y. Okay.
Like, it's fine to not like something, but you've got to actually specify what it is, because otherwise everyone's just going to be confused and it's awkward, and I have to sit here and watch both of you because it's things. I can't.
Wait, what things?
Nothing happened.
It's just I don't know how any of this works.
Imogen, Lauren, are you trying to actually hide that nothing happened, or do you mean it like that in character? Because if you're trying to hide it...
Oh, no, I mean it like that in character. Imogen has recently just been unconscious.
Okay.
And is very frazzled right now.
What happened?
I mean, technically nothing.
But not technically?
I was going to talk to you about this, but then the whole kidnapping thing happened, so we didn't really get our gal pal time that we normally have at your house, apparently.
Yeah.
She sort of like glances around the room. It's mostly going to make Layla really unhappy, I'm pretty sure.
She doesn't seem particularly happy to begin with.
No, but like more unhappy.
Oh?
You should probably know, because if anything happens, it's going to be really... You're going to...
What happened?
I don't... Technically nothing, but me and Barnaby... I don't know.
What, you
Maybe...
and Barnaby...
like each other.
Wait.
I don't
you actually
think
like
you're
him?
surprised by that, right? Apparently everyone else has known this except for me.
Well, we all knew that he liked you, but I don't think anyone...
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. I mean, even me and Rob got that.
Yeah. Well, it's mutual.
You like Barnaby?
Yeah.
Why?
He's not as dumb as he looks. He's actually really smart.
So like official like?
I don't know. That part got kind of interrupted by a kitten.
When did this happen?
Remember when we went looking for books?
Yeah,
oh, you were in the bathroom for a really long time.
I thought you
Yeah,
just
we
found
were
a really
having
good book.
Awkward conversation. Probably next time, don't recommend starting one in the bathroom.
Oh.
Noted?
Yeah. Anyway, you two need to have a conversation. So if you need to get to the bathroom, then just go. Because it's very awkward for me. I'm going to go make everyone tea. And then she just stands up and walks to the kitchen.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Oh god, yeah, Layla. Oh god, Violet. Oh no.
Wait, what about... Oh, what? I thought she and Barnaby were going out.
Yes, they were. Oh god.
Does Violet know?
I have no idea. I feel like we would know if she knew.
Janet, like...
The house is only partially demolished right now.
Janet increases her, like, volume by about 50% and just tries to call into the kitchen without getting up. Does Violet know?
Technically, nothing has actually happened, so I don't know.
Oh, dear.
We're a mess.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, so Violet's gonna find out, and she's gonna find out last, and that's okay. Yep, right, okay.
I didn't plan on, and she just like appears at the door. I didn't plan on telling anyone until I knew what was actually happening, but then Barnaby went off with Layla, and I can only imagine that he's having a dumb conversation because he's an idiot.
But I thought you said he was smart.
She goes back into the kitchen.
And that's why you liked him?
It probably doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm
I
gonna.
can't hear you. There's too much noise. She just like makes red things make noises in the kitchen.
Clink, 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 bong, 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 bong.
I'm just gonna put that in a different bit of my brain for now.
Janet
and
just
do
looked
that later.
quizzically at Rob. Is it just the whole being knocked unconscious and kidnapped thing, or are you getting a headache as well?
I mean, that's just like the standard way of being right now.
I think I need to maybe just continue to lie down for a little bit.
Okay, yeah, maybe. But also, she was sort of saying what I was thinking before that bombshell.
That Barnaby liked her?
No, before that, about how anything works between us, because I don't know.
Oh, she blushes furious scarlet, not just any old red, definitely like a deep scarlet.
Like the feelings mutual.
Oh, yeah, we can hug. Hugging's good.
Okay.
Imagine what, like, she's not doing this, but she wants to like hand a piece of paper with things I am okay with. Like, you can just check them off.
Rob does in his head like write it down.
Maybe holding hands if it's not too public.
Okay, yeah, sure. I just didn't want to do something wrong and then mess everything up. So it's just whatever works. It's fine.
She kind of changes to a maroon now, and she just sort of puts a hand out tentatively to grab your hand and hold it very, very awkwardly.
I will hold it back, and I'm like, you're right. I am basically the opposite of Barnaby.
Well, it seems that you both are really good at awkward conversations.
Yeah.
So... what now?
I don't know.
Imogen will have been standing in the doorway and then be like, and then just brings tea. And it's like, tea, that's next. It's always next.
I just want to make sure you're happy and safe and things. Gonna work on that safe part.
Well, you saved me, so...
I need to try and make sure you're not in danger in the first place, and that I can definitely be around and not leave for Tunisia and leave you behind and things like that.
Well, I was safe here. Trapped inside a house by a magical force field, but safe.
I didn't make sure enough.
Your dad was here. Vampires can't enter something that like someone lives in. And your dad lives here, so...
Yeah. Just worried.
Oh, thank you. It's appreciated.
I like squeeze her hand.
She squeezes it back slightly. She's still a little bit headachy, so...
At some point I'd probably leave her to sleep.
Okay.
I carry on staying there with the cat.
Okay. Layla, Barnaby, are you okay to continue in silence? Come back after you meet with Dad, but he'll probably drive you back because you'll get to the hardware store, he's there buying stuff already. Or is there anything you would like to discuss between you two?
Layla will not say anything until we get close to the house. And then when we do, unless, does Barnaby have something else he'd want to say?
Barnaby can't make himself say anything, no.
Okay.
He just wants to kind of just hang around Layla and kind of just be there. But
Yeah, when we get close to the house, like right before they walk in, Layla will kind of put her hand on his shoulder, which I'm sure at first probably freaks him out because he thinks she's gonna punch him or something. And she just like holds his shoulder kind of firmly, or holds his arm
Before
kind of
this
firmly.
happens, then, because this is just before you get back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before this happens, there's a knock at the door, which is barely intact at this point. It's kind of propped up. Imogen, Rob.
Who is standing there? Presumably, we can see them through this
point.
not
You can see
fixed
them.
door.
It's Violet. She's wearing a tight-fitting.
Did you spend a plot point to be there?
She's wearing a tight-fitting black silk satin dress, plunging neckline off the shoulders. Her hair's very much gleaming, like she's definitely done something different with it. And she does not look at all like Imogen right now.
Oh, good.
Magical girl Violet.
Hi.
I think Imogen definitely does a double take because she's
What happened? Me and Barnaby, he didn't answer my call, so I came to.
Were you two having a date tonight?
I don't know, but when I pop round and I say that, do you want to bonk? He's okay with that.
There were Catholics involved, I think. And she looks
They-
at Rob like,
Probably wouldn't want us to bonk.
Yeah, they
no, they're
caused a lot
not
of damage.
onto that.
Oh, I will.
He'll be back soon. They went to the hardware store to get things to fix.
Oh, will Barnaby be fixing things?
I mean, I'm sure he's going to have a moment to chat or something.
That's okay. I like it when he does work and stuff. He gets all so sweaty and.
Right. Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Right. Come take a seat on the rubble and I'll make another cup.
If it's okay, I'm gonna use the toilet. I need to change into the sexy undergarments I got.
As a
Rob is just. Like,
Brain
well, this
was
is
a
all
mile
happening.
Well,
Well, this is all happening. Rob is just fear.
Janet has kind of stopped as
Bad
soon as
things
she
are coming.
saw.
Oh god.
Janet has stopped as soon as she saw Violet, and it's just like eyes are like 1,000-mile stare over the top of the cup of tea, like half tipped up to drink. She's just like,
go ahead. It's free. Check if there's a kitten in the loo. Sometimes they get stuck in there. And I'll make us a cup of tea.
great, thank you. Oh, yeah, don't tell him when that I'm here. When he comes in, I can surprise him.
Oh, it will be a surprise. I'm
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, I'll go get ready. And she heads in, taking a little paper bag she's got, which seems to be full of something, and she closes the door, and then she opens the door again. Oh, they're crotchless. He'll like them, right?
Imogen can't respond. Like she's.
And I was
Okay,
like,
cool.
Violet is genuinely quite attractive. This is not helping Imogen at all.
The door closes again. There's a.
Imogen
Door
just
opens.
makes a death stare at Robert and Janet and is like, you say absolutely nothing. He dug himself a hole and he's going to dig himself out of it.
does this have to happen in my house?
You know what? Best destroy it all now and then we can just build it from the ground up.
Oh god.
I'm going to go make some tea. Again.
So at this point, Layla, Barnaby, Mr. Davidson all get out
I'm
of the
dying,
car.
right?
Mr. Davidson grabs
Me
most of the
too.
stuff.
Oh
Oh god.
Except
How am I
literally.
gonna get back into my mindset of that scene? Okay.
He takes
Get
most of the
into
stuff,
depressed
noticing that
Layla
Layla wants
state.
to hang back with Barnaby, so he takes most of the stuff and heads in, and you grab him by the arm as you start walking up to the house.
Okay. I grab you like tightly by the arm and like
I flinch.
she's being pretty, aggressive about it.
Mm-hmm.
And looks you straight in the eye and says, "Do you like her? That much?"
Yeah. That much.
Don't break her heart. And she lets go of your arm and opens the door and walks in.
Barnaby bites his tongue and yeah. There's always the threat of boils.
There's always a threat of boils. I don't know. She might escalate it. Tier 2.
They come in, like Imogen is just been doing the like she's coming out probably with the tea at this point and like makes no eye contact with Layla, makes a lot of eye contact with Barnaby, and then looks over at the bathroom and then just gives him this smile that's like and then goes and just sits down. And
Yeah,
puts the
Barnaby,
tea
as you look at the bathroom, the door's closed and there's a kitten pawing at the door.
And Layla is trying very hard not to look at Imogen at all.
I'm just looking between everyone. I'm just scared.
I'm
How's the
gonna
hardware store?
hard. I go and pick up the kitten that's pouring at
Barnaby, you can have a drama point for that line.
George was already there. So
I need to.
Yeah, I was wondering when you'd notice that.
I'm going to start working on stuff in the kitchen. If anyone wants anything, I'll be in there. Okay. It seems you've got a lot to talk about. I'll be in the kitchen. He just takes a load of stuff, heads into the kitchen, and closes the
I'm going to
door.
go in the kitchen as well. I'm going to help carry things, and I'm going
Okay.
to go in the kitchen as well.
Sure. Yeah, I could do a hand.
Here, let me help you. Layla's like, I don't want to be in this room.
Okay. So Barnaby, Imogen, Rob, and Janet all left in the same room together.
Imogen's not saying anything. She's just sipping her tea and reading a book.
Just looking at the floor or something. Just trying to look like I'm lost in thought or something.
Okay.
What
Barnaby.
happened while I was away? Okay then. Were you going to tell me? No. I sit down on a pile of rubble.
Sure. Facing into the room, facing Imogen, Robert, etc. Cool.
Yep.
So with that,
I'm going to face a wall.
make a perception notice check. As behind you, the door to the cloakroom creaks open.
$13.
Okay. You do not notice. Imogen, Rob, Janet, since you're aware, you notice slowly stepping out, her shoes now off and in one hand so that she can move more quietly. You see Violet sneak towards Barnaby.
Rob just closes his eyes.
Imogen sips her tea.
We're doomed. We're all doomed.
I'm dying.
Barnaby, you suddenly feel warm breath on your left cheek and hair start tickling your ear. Hey, handsome. I'm sorry.
Imogen snorts.
didn't
a little bit of
answer
tea
my
comes out of her.
message, so I thought you might want to bonk. You know, you've been really busy, so I made myself look really pretty and not like Imogen, and we can go and
I wanted to say, Violet, you look amazing.
Yep.
thank you.
You are
Yeah.
correct.
So we should go and you've been working out and fighting. She like caresses your face, noticing you've got a few bruises and stuff.
Don't worry about that. It's Should we go somewhere else? And
yeah, well, I didn't want to do it here.
No, oh god, no. But there's also, I should probably tell you some things. So
I should tell you some things too. And she leans really close in and whispers. Anyone else can make a perception notice roll if you're in the room.
Rob does not want to.
Okay, she whispers just in
Can
your
I
ear,
make the
Barnaby.
opposite of one of those?
Yes, you can. You can just be like, la 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 la. She whispers just in your ear. I've made myself ready for you as well. If you want to go somewhere.
I don't want to know what that means. Let's go. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I can't wait. She like slides one hand up the inside of your leg.
Okay, not here. Go.
Is your dad's room 3?
Yes, I guess.
Sure. And she grabs your hand and starts pulling you up the stairs. Okay.
Rob just mentally is like, my armor suit isn't recharged yet.
Batten down the hatches.
Okay. You get upstairs. She pulls you into the room, then closes the door, and then turns around so that her shoulders are up against it.
Okay, cool. Now that we are alone, I think
and she
it
puts
would
her
be
finger up against your mouth.
Oh, please don't, because I've really got to tell you a thing.
Her hand
we
starts
can't.
slowly
No,
going down your chest.
No, we can't. We have to say. I have to say a thing to you.
Oh, you can tell me afterwards.
I grab her hand and I hold it like this. Violet.
You're not going to propose,
what
you?
we have had
early.
is very fun, but I'm so sorry. I think we should not see each other like this again.
There's just silence. Sorry. Sorry, what?
I have thought about what I want, and it's not because you're not super hot or because you aren't a nice person, which you are and you can be. I don't think a relationship between you and me is what I want.
But then why did you sleep with me and ask me out?
Because...
And then tell me that you wanted to be more like Imogen, and then less like Imogen.
To be fair, did not say that. But what I did at the time think was that you and me would be pretty cool and fun, and it was. But I've had time to think, and I still. That's not.
Who are you? Who are you sleeping with? Who else are you seeing?
No one. I'm not sleeping with anyone, and I think the important thing to take away from this is that we had a lot of fun together, didn't we?
Make a willpower crime roll, I'm going to say.
I'm so glad I put points into that. What is it?
Trying to lie. Willpower crime.
Willpower crime, okay.
That has never been what we roll for lying.
Well, what's your influence?
Oh, influence is 2 more than that.
Either way, she wins. Imogen and Layla broke up a month ago. And you've always had a crush on Imogen.
Okay.
Were you just using me to wait until they were...
No. Now, no. That is not true. Because...
I was your stopgap?
No. We were fuck buddies, and that's what was happening because...
Oh, well, if that's all I was...
No.
And she slides the dress down one arm and then the other until it just loses that point where it can actually hold on to her anymore, and it just falls to the ground.
I'll be honest, that's not the scariest thing I thought you could do.
Underneath, she's wearing very kinky lingerie. It's open cup and all of that jazz, so it's not really lingerie. It's technically lingerie rather than actually being at all useful.
Creative strapping.
He's hot.
Yeah.
Strings in places.
Yeah.
What's Violet's attractiveness?
It's very high. I think it's like 3 or 4 without looking at the sheet. I'd have to double check.
Yeah, she's like the bomb. Willpower check for Barnaby.
Ooh.
You don't want this anymore? I don't want you anymore. And she gestures with her hand. And I'm gonna willpower it. She drum point it. She throws you backwards out the window.
God fucking damn it. I might need, by the way, a little bit more than a week to repair
You might.
health stuff.
I don't know. You might have someone you could ask for help.
So with that, Barnaby,
I think there is a help.
as you are caught staring very much at this mostly naked young lady, you suddenly feel a slight tightness all around your torso as you are momentarily lifted off your feet by about an inch, and then accelerate backwards straight through the window, which smashes and out, and then arc down before crashing into the ground in the front.
Do we hear that noise?
Oh yeah, I was gonna be like, is it the front yard? Do we see him landing?
Yeah, the front of the house is quite open right now. Let's just say it's an open plan front room. You definitely see, you hear a tinkle of glass breaking, and then you see Barnaby go, dish, dish, dish.
I'm talking to George. What was that? And I'm gonna run towards the sound.
I'll go to the back. You go get the front. Layla, you fly out the front door, and it's seeing Imogen, Robert, and Janet all looking towards the front.
And I like zoom past you all. Barnaby?
I'm like scrambling to.
And then I'm looking up. Do I see Violet in the window?
No, she was back in the room.
What happened? Is someone in the house?
Yeah, Violet's fine.
Apart from the injuries,
I pull bits of glass out of my
I put
arm.
my hand out to help him up.
Oh.
And then I let go. And then I walk away and I go upstairs.
And I watched the look off. And I'm like, sort of deserve that. And then I try and help him up.
Okay.
Sips of tea.
Okay. Does anyone want to roleplay stuff downstairs before
I
Layla goes
would like to go
upstairs?
upstairs. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll do that in a second. I'm just looking at the falling damage just checking if anyone else downstairs wants to just point and laugh at Barnaby.
I think Rob said he was going to go help him.
I'm now helping him up.
He said you deserved that when Layla didn't help him up, but then he went to help him up.
Is there nothing beyond you deserve that?
There's a small... I think I really fucked up, Rob.
I just like nod as I'm like as I'm like trying to get the glass off him and stuff like that. I'm like, this might need the hospital.
Don't tip bit for that.
And then I'm like, actually, Imogen's one of the few people who doesn't hate you right now, so you can get healing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Do you say that out loud where she can hear?
This is probably while we're still out in the garden.
Barnaby, you take 21 points of bashing damage, reduced by your 4 for your...
Okay, so at that point, I hadn't healed anything, so that gives me 8 health points left. I'm pretty fucked up.
I'm trying to like
The witch
support
is
him as we
scorn.
double back into the house. It's probably not going very well.
Okay. Upstairs, Layla, I assume you go forwards to the room you know had the broken window, which is George Davidson's bedroom. The door is closed.
I we're in George's room? You're gonna have sex in George's room? That's gross. That's your dad's room.
No, sex in your parents' bedroom.
Ew.
The plan was to have a conversation in there.
Well, they
Layla,
wanted-
Violet's plan.
Layla, the door is closed. I don't even mean you make a perception notice. Your perception's really high. You can faintly hear like a slight sobbing from inside the room.
I'm gonna lean up against the door and just say, Violet, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Make a willpower influence roll. Just real quick to see.
Willpower influence. Oh, I wish there was a button. Okay.
I made a macro for it.
Oh, come on.
You still got one success.
I have to spend a drama point before I roll, right?
Yeah, before you roll. If you want, I will allow you plot twist. If you want to spend a drama point.
I'm afraid of what the plot twist would be.
Yeah,
plot
no,
twist
I'm
is
not
you will be able to
sure.
talk to her.
Okay, I will spend a drama point for a plot twist.
Okay.
Just because I do want Violet. I have always been there for Violet. It makes the most sense that like Layla would spend a drama point on her.
Sure. With that, as you lean up against the door, it swings slowly open, having seemingly
the
not
door
been
wasn't
locked
closed.
correctly. Yeah, it wasn't closed correctly. So as you lean up against it, you minorly
I kind of stumble in and I'm
Yeah.
like, and I catch myself pretty quickly because I'm dexterous.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't realize the door was open. I leaned up against it. I
Fine.
can go if you want.
As you look in, Violet is sitting on the end of Dabbett's bed, pretty much naked, apart from lingerie that doesn't really conceal anything. Yep, in a sort of dark purple. Her hair is no longer quite as well kept, having now started just crying into her hands and just covering her head with her hands as well. The window is smashed. It looks like Barnaby to go flying through it, as you can now surmise. And she's just sitting there, not really taking full attention of you, but at the same time, fine.
I mean, Layla initially looks at her when she stumbles into the room and quickly realizes she doesn't have much on. Does take a peek and then looks down and grabs her dress, which I'm assuming is on
Yeah,
the ground,
It's on the
and
ground
kind
in
of
the small
like
pile.
looks down and tries to hand it over to her.
Am I not attractive enough?
Yeah, you're very very attractive.
Barnaby doesn't think so.
I'm
Is Layla a useless lesbian?
100% sure Barnaby thinks you're attractive too.
He just was using me as a stopgap while he waited for Imogen
I
to... Him
don't
and Imogen are
think
bonking.
he was thinking, I think with his brain.
But
He was thinking with a different head. Let's just put it that way. Please put this on.
she grabs it and holds it up to herself, covering her, but doesn't really get up to put it on. She doesn't really want to stand right now. He could have at least... I don't know, but he wanted me to be more like Imogen, and then... Apparently I'm just not good enough, so he now bonking Imogen.
I go and close the door. And actually close it this time. And then go sit down next to her on the bed. I don't think he necessarily wanted you to be like Imogen. I think he was probably just saying she's attractive. And maybe that's when he started thinking about
Well, if
The
it
fact
was
that he
just
did
if
like
it was
me.
just the sex, then I'd be fine because the sex was okay. He room for improvement, but like he was getting there. But then he said I should be more like Imogen, and then he wanted to go on dates, and then
Look, Barnaby's in a similar situation to you. He's still trying to understand what it's like to be a teenager. And we do stupid things like what he just did. Or, in my case, never mind.
what's your stupid thing? Maybe it'll make me feel better.
What? I can't hear you.
What's your stupid thing? Maybe it'll make me feel better.
Breaking up with the person I love?
You shouldn't have done that, because then he wouldn't be bonking Imogen.
I know, it's a whole cycle of idiocracy. I understand. But look, if I can live through this and watch whatever the fuck's gonna happen, believe me, you can get through this. And you're gorgeous.
I haven't had a date in a decade.
And you will get a date.
Then the first time I go on a date, it's with Barnaby, who wants to just sleep with Imogen and make me say her name in bed.
Don't think what happened between you two is like a proper relationship. You should go on a date before. Well, hey, I mean, it's your guys' relationships, whatever terms you decide on. But most of the time, people usually go on a date before they do the sexing part. Just saying.
Didn't mind just doing the sexing part without the date, but
You can, but that just has to be something that you
Yeah, but why then
both
do
talk
the
about
date
before
and then decide I'm not good enough to date?
do it. Believe me, I'm sure a bunch of boys in school. Well, never mind. Not going to go there.
Oh. Do you think that would be a good way to get back at him?
No. Violet, do you just want that kind of relationship? Do you want something where it's just about sex?
Wouldn't mind, but I've just been really busy with work for the last couple of decades, and then I was maybe getting a date as well. And then
Then maybe you should wait for a date. And hey, you don't have to wait for somebody to ask you. You can ask them. And go on a proper date. And be romanced. And then when you both talk about it, decide to have sex together. On your terms. Whatever that relationship
reservation
terms
tonight at
are.
a restaurant in town and everything.
What? I couldn't hear you.
I had a reservation at a restaurant in town as well.
I'm sorry. I'll go with you. Not as a date. Just to go eat food with you if you want somebody to join you.
Do you not think I'm hot either?
What'd you say?
Do you not think I'm hot either? She drops the dress again.
I grab her hands to bring her hands back up. I think you're very attractive. Very attractive, Violet. But I also think that you should be with somebody who really, really loves you. And not just for what you look like.
Okay.
And I just got out of a relationship. I'm not ready to get into something else. Now my friend is dating, possibly going to date my other friend. I don't know. It's a mess.
We could just bonk.
Good. That's not what I'm interested in.
Okay.
Hey, if things change, I'll let you know.
She just hugs you at that point.
Yeah.
Still
Layla
very
hugs her
naked,
back.
but just hugs you.
What was that?
Still very naked, but just hugs you.
Oh, yeah. There's like a small piece of cloth in between us.
Yep. I'm gonna go to the upstairs bathroom and freshen up, and then we can go get food.
Okay.
Can you just do me a favor?
Possibly. What's the favor?
When we leave, I want us to look really, really good and make him as much jealous as possible.
I'm not interested in that. I'm sorry. You should definitely do that. But I think I'm just gonna be me.
Okay. Oh, some guy popped past the boarding house and left a package for you. She looks in her bag and pulls out this set of paper, just sticking out the end of what appears to be a normal like messenger bag, a little bit padded, a little bit of bubble wrap.
What did the guy look like?
Had a tweed coat and had a guy with him who had a tweed waistcoat and glasses.
Okay. Did he say his name?
The other one was calling him his big dog or something. I don't know. He said that
Okay.
you'd know who it was from and that you might find it relevant.
It's weird that he just gave that to you.
He said you needed some time to sort some things out.
Thanks, Violet. I'll see you when you get downstairs.
Sure. And she grabs her bag. Opens the
I
door.
will grab the package
Close the
and close the door.
5 seconds go past. She opens the door again, grabs her dress, goes out.
I will leave the room, close the door, look down at the package. What does it look like it is?
It looks like a sheaf of like A5 paper. For those of you in America, it's like half letter size, sort of like a small notebook or a diary or something. It seems to be old, slightly yellowed, and it has a flowing handwriting on it. And I will push something to all of your notes.
Ooh.
Did you give us a Roll20 handout?
Oh,
This is
yeah!
the first handout.
Actually,
Second
thank you
hand
very
out.
much.
That's the timetable.
There was a
timetable.
Timetable, which is our school schedule.
that went into disuse quite
Do
quickly.
you want me to read this?
Oh God, there's 2 pages.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been in school for a while.
Oh, your handwriting's really nice.
Oh, my handwriting's awful. I had to get someone else to do it.
Oh,
Should I read this out loud?
Feel free.
Okay. I have. Oh, these are the 2 pages that were missing from the thing. Right?
No, these are diary pages written by someone in first person.
Oh, I think I know who it is. All right. I'm going to read it out loud to you guys. She stands there, this time leaning against the door that's actually closed. Looks at the first page. Something is wrong. I can feel it. My body's weak. Thought it was just the flu. I don't think that's true. The dreams keep coming back. It's been there nights since I've slept. Oh, it's been 3 nights since I've slept. I don't think I can trust my watcher anymore. I read somewhere that Slayers weren't allowed to have friends. I guess I'm living proof of that statement. Exams tomorrow. Time to study. Diary page number 2. In my weak state, I've been trying to focus on my studies, but even my mind is clouded. My body has been poisoned, and I'm not sure how. My gut is telling me that I shouldn't trust the Watcher console. Everything I've been taught tells me that they're there to protect me. My instincts are screaming that they're against me. I'm torn, but too weak to do anything about it. If they betray me, I will burn them to the ground. Damn. Layla folds the papers, puts it in her pocket, takes a deep breath, and walks back down the stairs.
Okay. Leila comes back down the stairs, and a minute later, Violet comes down, seemingly no worse for wear. Her makeup back flawlessly applied, her slinky black dress. Only one minor crease noticeable, if you're looking very, very closely. Leila, shall we go to the restaurant?
I'll see you guys when I get back. And I leave with Violet.
Just looking around like, oh, okay.
At this point, like, we've got...
And I'm like looking at Barnaby like, you fucking owe me.
George is
Oh,
probably
actually, if Violet's walking away, I look before I leave the door. I'm like, you fucking. I like mouth. You fucking owe me, and I walk out the door.
I think when they're gone, like, Imogen might start being a little bit nicer to him. But probably tell George, like, we should take him to the hospital. He just got defenestrated.
Again.
How? Barnaby, did you fall out a window?
I didn't fall.
I'm guessing he was
Bloody
pushed.
witches.
Rude.
Don't swear in the house.
Well, no one
Barnaby.
else has telekinesis.
That's not true.
No one else in this house.
I hold up the
Fine,
magnet
and I'll
glove.
help you tomorrow.
So, what
Oh,
happened?
please.
Barnaby, what happened?
Violet pushed me out a window.
Okay, well, she's not come back in this house. What did you do, Barnaby?
I broke up with her.
I'm gonna go home, and Imogen just leaves.
As you say that, Janet's like, I should probably go as
Yeah,
well.
we should go.
I
back
need to go, fix my parents.
Where is everyone going?
I'm just like, are you going to be okay to go? Also, you'll need this. And I hand her a bag which contains that.
She looks in the bag and nods like, yeah, no, I'll need that. Why did you take that?
I was going to try and access the memory banks, maybe if we couldn't find you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we should go.
He hands her bag with her parents' robot head in it.
Yep.
I fucking love it.
Yep.
The weirdest relationship.
It's the
You
best.
get me the sweetest
Love
things,
it.
dear.
You're just like, sorry.
Sure.
Rob
I'll
gave Janet head.
leave you to-
Oh, that's good. That was good. I like it. Chat should get a drama point for that.
No, try not get a jump with that. I'll leave you to do a family thing.
Yeah,
See
family
you
time.
tomorrow.
Okay. Stay safe.
We'll be fine.
As the door closes, are you and Barnaby seeing each other, or just?
I have no idea. We got as far as having, I assume on the walk back, a conversation about the fact that we had feelings for each other. And that was it.
He's not good at handling feelings, I think.
In fairness, none of us are.
I think me and Rob are doing okay.
Just gives her a look like,
There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with going slow.
No, there's nothing wrong with going slow, but you do need to post what the speed limit is.
Okay, that's fair.
And that does mean talking about your feelings.
Both my parents are murdered, and I don't really have any other friends in school, so forgive me if I'm a little bit slow to feelings with people.
I understand some of that. I mean, my parents are still alive. They're not gone. God, I hope my sister's all right. I should make a phone call when we get back. But I didn't. I was pretty ignored by my family. I was always compared to everyone. I've never been the best or the brightest or the smartest. So I know what it's like to not know how to talk to people.
that, you head home. Barnaby, did you want to do anything with Rob and your dad? And your dad's like, why are you throwing out a window?
Complain, probably.
Okay,
Right, let's go to the hospital.
sure. So, can we time skip?
Yes.
I think now we can time skip.
Okay. How long would you like to
one
time
line I
skip?
want to get in. As we're in the car just going to the
Sure.
hospital, I'm like, Barnaby, you don't need a past filling in to have a reputation at this point.
Past filling in.
I'll talk about it later, it's fine.
All right. So, how long would you like to time skip, Barnaby?
I have 8 hit points, so as long as possible.
At some point, and Imogen will probably give it a few days before she does it, but she will definitely, like, once he's back home, probably not in the hospital, she'll do the potion, the healing commotion.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind rolling for that.
I will happily roll it. So one of the things Imogen's going to have spent a little bit of this time doing is hoarding as much materials as she can from the Watcher. She also was real impressed by him, which is Lauren's way of saying that she just spent the 20 XP that she needed to level up her sorcery finally. That
Nice.
fucking discount that I've had for so long.
Awesome.
Also, if I pull up my stats, I believe he did actually help you with one of your spells.
He did, and that actually means I need to switch my macro real fast, but
I don't have the sunlight spell written down, actually.
5. Okay.
People are like, time skip.
All right. Spell,
what
and
did
I
you do
have
with
no penalties.
19.
19.
A 6, 5,
Okay.
and a 5? Dang.
Yeah, so Barnaby, your constitution is 4?
4.
So you heal 40 hit points.
Thank fuck. Puts me at 48. So I just need 2 days.
Because 10 times your constitution, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 times your constitution over the course of an hour, essentially. So like you can't do it in the middle of a fight. That's how I interpret it. It's not super well written, but I think that makes the most sense.
In which case, we'll just do a standard week-long time skip. We'll skip to the next weekend after, so it'll probably be about 9-10 days. If that's okay with you guys?
I think I want to build, but we can probably work that out later.
Sure. If it's going to be built within a week, then you can do it. Otherwise, we can always retcon what you started on, because it will take you several weeks to build most inventions.
It's gonna be the thing I mentioned before the show.
Okay.
Whether
What exactly do you want in that thing? You want a location, communication?
So what I'm thinking is that I make a pair of. Gonna go with. I think it was in like the noughties they came along where it was the rubber bracelet things that were like anti-bullying and stuff. I want to make them look like that.
Okay.
I remember those!
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was going to be like
Great
friendship
design.
based or something. Yeah.
They were probably just about coming into use around 98, so I make 2 of those. And the idea is that if either of them is removed or cut or a button is pressed on them, then it will alert the other and send GPS coordinates.
Okay.
Also, I'll probably fit a thing where like you can press a button so that you are able to remove it without it alerting the other person that you're gonna die.
If you want, for a little bit more, call it power level 2. I would allow it to be. It will tell you their exact health at any one time whenever you look at it,
Okay,
and it works both ways.
yeah, I'll take that, and I know you're gonna use that to do horrific, evil things.
Well, it's because that's a very simple power level 1. For power level 2, you could probably know their exact health if they're wearing it. It's concealed, so it will be power level 3 because it adds one to the power level to be concealed. But that totally works if you want.
Okay, I'll go for that.
Okay, it'll be a power level 3. You can reduce it if you want to use it only once per day or once per whatever. But other than that, it's just power level 3, and you can start working on that right away.
All right, yep, that's what I do.
Okay. I will say it'll need special tools to remove it. Otherwise, someone could just remove it if they kidnap them or something.
I was gonna say removing it would make it activate.
Oh, yeah. Removing it would tell you if you looked at it like, this has been removed, health, unable to display, not being worn. So, yeah.
But what part of it is I would like there to be like some sort of alerting thing, not just
Okay,
like
yeah, it'll vibrate and stuff and give you like a tiny electric shock or something. So you'll wake
So
up.
either way, so if someone's in danger, they can activate it, or if it gets taken away from them, then that also activates it.
Sure. That's fine. You can start working on that quite easily. Okay. In which case, we're going to accelerate time a little bit. A week later, George Davidson says that he needs to go away because there's been a sighting of Charity heading north and he needs to go investigate. And there are team of watchers going to meet up with him. He needs you all to stick around to be able to continue doing the job you do. And also, in case that he misses Charity, in case she does actually make it here, you guys are going to have to do the backup plan.
Also, want to be clear, I think Imogen left the potion with just, like, in Barnaby's room with a label saying, drink me.
Well, I'm going to get bigger. Amazing.
Aw.
Very smaller. Okay, when he's gone, I assume.
I guess are we all together in this scene?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we still going with the plan?
Are we saying this as, like, after he's left and we're all sort of staring in silence at each other?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Is Janet or Violet there?
Yes, I would assume both of them would be welcome.
In which
Unless
case,
they didn't want to.
Violet wouldn't. Not unless it's urgent.
I wouldn't, like, force anyone to join.
In which case, Janet's there, not Violet.
Do we want to do
Sorry.
it
Violet
now?
didn't want to make it. I'm sure you all understand why. And I look at Barnaby.
Maybe just for Catherine's sake, we wait till we know where she is.
Well, we either want to do it before the Watchers Council catches up with her and then warn her somehow. I mean, wherever we do it, it's not going to be good. And either we let the Watchers Council catch up with her. We know that's not going to go well for anyone. What are we waiting for at this point?
I think I have a way to find her.
We do?
Yeah, I think I do. You think you can do that locate spell again? And I kind of look at everybody.
Yeah, I could do that.
She pulls out from her pocket some letters or some pieces of paper, some parchment, and she's like, don't read it.
Okay. Is this hers?
Yeah.
Imogen, to the touch, it seems old, slightly yellowed. You would know that the spell only works on something that they've had in their possession or is very, very dear to them. It gets weaker over time. If it has been in their possession, it gets weaker over time if it isn't a strong bond to them. Something like this might work. It's probably not been on them for a long period of time or not been with them, but it's probably dear to them enough that it might still vaguely get it just.
She relays some of the basics of that, of like, is this really important to her in some way?
I think it's a part of her.
Okay, then it might work. It might not. We'll find out.
It won't destroy it, right?
No, it didn't destroy anything else. So, I mean, I guess
That's true, I guess.
you make a copy of it, because if it goes horribly wrong, it could destroy it. Also, someone get this fucking staff out of this goddamn house.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
Crown.
think we have a copy machine, right? So we'd have to, like, go to school to get a copy of it.
Yeah, you can go to school and get it photocopied.
Okay.
So transcribe it. Like,
Probably make a copy of it. I need to go grab my bag anyway.
we need
Is
the
that
thing too.
Yeah, I have it.
All right. We might want to consider having some people going after her. Do I know how many people I need for this spell? I don't think I ever.
You need 2, I believe.
I think it was just you and Violet last time.
And then Layla and Violet.
Last time there was also some external interference.
I know. I'm
It
just
might have been
saying.
me, Violet, and Dahafrin.
That's true. There was some interference.
So
That was Lauren Squeak.
oh yeah, that's going. So Imogen will probably say, if I only need 2 other people to do the spell, so it might be worth maybe you, Layla, and someone else finding her first.
Who were you saying when you said you? You
She
said
says you, Layla, and then she gestures at the other,
Oh, okay.
being like, I can't go, but if someone wants to volunteer.
I'm happy
We-
to do the spell with you, Imogen. I don't know much about spells. I want to understand.
It just involves a lot of chanting. How's your Latin?
Rusty?
Good. That'll be fine.
There was definitely a lot of Deus Vult last week, so
Rob, did you ever fix that trap thing that you had before? Or make another one of
thing?
those?
Oh, the trap bubble force field.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been able to remake it yet.
Mm. Do you have something like that?
Not to hand.
Okay.
It's some time.
If it works, I don't think we'll need it.
That's the hope.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep her in one place before she runs off. I guess
So why don't we do the tracking? We catch up. Someone goes and catches up with her and then gives us a signal. I don't know. Texts us.
maybe it'd be best if I go alone. Not
Up to you.
because of that. Just because I think I'll be able to get to her.
I can come with you.
Okay. It's probably not a bad idea in case things go badly.
Yeah, if for some reason this doesn't work and there's some weird reverse thing going on, then you might end up. I mean, for all we know, this could just make lust manifest. So there's that too.
Oh God.
Are you gonna be okay? She starts saying that to Barnaby, and then she looks over at Imogen, and then she just gets up, and she's like, I'm gonna go make copies and grab that duffel bag. I'll be back.
Okay, I'm gonna start setting up for the spell. Everyone
So I'm gonna
else-
go make copies of the diary stuff.
Yeah, she's gonna like
And
Imogen's got a
grab
lot of
the
spell
golem.
prep to do, so she's gonna like requisition 2 rooms in the house, one for like vampire ensouling and one like a smaller table for tracking.
Did you need anything else? Because I can go grab the other things as well for that spell.
For the vampire, I mean the big things. She just needs the golem soul, and then she needs an object belonging to Charity for the tracking. And then
Okay, so
everything else.
I got
assume
both of those.
stuff that she'll be able to gather over the
Okay.
next hour or so.
So if we can just fast forward doing those things, then I
Yeah.
come back.
You go,
I
you
got
get
that.
the photocopies there. This is 1998.
The
They are
printer takes
horrifically
forever.
bad. They are very, very bad photocopies. Like, there's horrible, like, it's either bright white or dead pitch black, and the
Maybe
gray areas
also
are terrible.
Transcribe it.
Yeah, whenever I see that come out, I'm like, fuck. And then I just start writing it down. Layla like takes a pen and starts writing it.
Yeah, you can annotate on the thing and make it much, much easier to read. Done. So with that,
I
you're
fold those up and I put them in a drawer in my room. And then I go under the bed, pull out a huge duffel bag, and grab that as well.
Meanwhile, the home phone at the Davidson household starts ringing.
I
Oh,
look at Rob and like,
Yeah, I go over to the phone. Hello, Davidson household?
Oh, hey Rob.
Oh.
It's Dad. Looks like they want to
I would
reassign
never
me.
recognized your voice.
Looks like they want to reassign me. It might be temporary.
Wait.
I'm not sure.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that there's a number of Inferni demons in Paris that they need someone to deal with, and I've got prior experience, so...
And they're just sending you... What, now?
Well, yeah. Apparently I'm needed.
But that's... you can't just... Go... But you're the Slayer's Watcher.
Well,
You can't just leave.
apparently something about not fulfilling the mandate or requirement of the job, so...
Can't you just say no?
Well, I have considered, I could quit and actually become a school caretaker.
Can't we change their minds?
Oh, I'll work on it. I'll see what I can do, but
Maybe They can't just send you away suddenly right now. Half of them have gone anyway. They've got no structure right now. You can just not turn up and they won't notice, right? Just don't go.
Yeah, I think not doing parts of the job that they needed me to do was a bit of a problem in this anyway. So, plus, there's certain things I wanted to look into with Barnaby. I'm not sure what it's all about, but they've got some weird stuff going on. So.
Oh, that's. They're talking rubbish. They don't understand. That's not.
Well,
Barnaby,
yeah, they don't understand, but they've agreed to leave it alone, provided I go back to my old job. So.
They can't just. We're gonna do something about this. Just. At least be safe.
Well, we'll see. I'll do what I can. You've still got all your stuff at the school, so I think the Watch is just going to take over the house when they get there. I don't know who is going to be replacing me, though, at this point. We didn't manage to catch her with Charity, by the way. I couldn't find her.
So they're just going to move someone else in and that's it?
Pretty much. It's not my house.
I'm going to kill Percival.
Just be the responsible one, okay?
All right. You as well.
Yeah,
Demons are dangerous.
Really? I did not know that.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Rob. Don't worry. And try not to get yourself captured by weird spiders or anything. Or crusaders.
Working on it.
Alright. Sure. Anyway, I've got to go. We're launching Assault in 15 minutes, but...
Okay, good luck.
Same to you. And, I'll try and get back when I can. You were doing
just
fine
like
before I came to
looking
town.
at Barnaby like, what is He's been reassigned.
Who?
At that point, there's gunfire over the line. Sorry, gotta go.
Oh god!
Was that Dad?
What happened?
Yes, he's just gone. They've reassigned him.
Where's he gone?
France.
God damn French.
I'm starting to No, that's not true. I've always understood why Charity hates the Watchers Council. Just kind of wish we'd managed to convince her to be on our side earlier for that.
At this point, Layla walks in.
Got the things.
We're gonna have to sort this out as soon as we've sorted this out. Also, they still think Barnaby's a bank robber.
What?
Wait, what?
They
you
think
mean
Barnaby's a
Bactabi?
bank robber because Bactabi keeps stealing things.
Why did they think Barnaby's a bank robber?
Because they got loads of pictures of someone who looks just like him, being an idiot.
They're coming for me now.
Fuck. I might have helped make that worse.
What?
With Bactab? What?
No, not with Bactabi. With Percival. He was talking about Barnaby and having money. I was saying that he always just happens to have money. I didn't think...
Sure.
No one told me... None of you told me.
About
I
what?
asked you what was going on and why Percival was here. Why didn't you tell me? I'm still...
I was unconscious.
I'm not
I
talking to you.
didn't know they were looking into me. So let's just come to terms with the fact that you don't have a watcher right now and get on with this ritual thing.
Right.
All right.
Layla goes to throw the bag to Imogen, but realizes that it's very heavy and then catches it before she lets go and hands it over to her.
Okay.
Dunk! Puts it down. All right. First, we're going to do...
I hand you the letters. Yeah. Please be careful with those.
Yeah. I assume it's been long enough since the...
Yeah.
Oh, the last spell was the healing spell. It's definitely been long enough. Okay, perfect. So she gets it out. She kind of like she like requisitioned one of the like little end tables and like she's done this before and like drew in chalk all of the weird symbols and like very carefully takes these old yellow pieces of paper and puts them in the center.
As you put in the old yellow piece of paper into the center and arranging them carefully, Imogen,
Lights
Barnaby,
the candles.
both of you get a vague itching sensation.
Like all over my body?
No, inside of your thigh.
Violet.
On the side of my eye? Oh, God.
Thigh.
We're going to have words, and she's going to regret doing that. But it's fine. You don't... I'm sorry. Sorcery level 1 witch. You do not mess with Imogen.
Oh, no.
And she's gonna cast the spell, like requisitions, like lights the candles. There's no modifier on this, right?
Yeah, no modifier.
Okay. And I already clarified, took the staff out of the house.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the garden, probably.
19.
Okay.
5, 6.
At this point, I think we have like a box out there that we just put it in.
It's the
Imagine
staff box.
it's being guarded by one of the cats.
As the camera cuts outside, the cat like lifts its leg and starts peeing on the staff. So what was that roll
It's
for
like in a
again?
box under the ground.
This was for the tracking spell.
The tracking spell. Okay. Tracking spell. What are you casting it on?
I guess she was using the piece of paper, so she would have cast it on something that looks like it obviously points, so probably a pencil or...
Okay.
I was going to suggest folding the diary pages into paper planes.
That would have been hilarious, but then they would then something could have happened to them, so she wouldn't have.
The pen in the beginning, in the center of the tail, begins to start spinning slowly before stopping and pointing about southeast-ish.
All right, you gotta
Alright,
go
we'll grab it. You guys get started. I grab the parchment and the pen and look at Barnaby. Ready?
Yep.
And I put on my leather jacket and I grab something that I can use as a weapon. I don't know, potentially. Is there like a knife or something?
Just steak.
You've got a stake if you want, but there's.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
I already have stakes in my pocket anyway.
Okay.
Axe, shotgun, stake.
Okay.
Barnaby has his phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
And then we have
Thomas,
Janet's
if you
phone.
Get close. If you think she's nearby, move it like sideways a lot, and then you can calculate the angles. Actually, you probably can't.
Maybe drive. We have no idea how far she is.
True.
Okay. And we go to my car.
We get in the car. It is awkward.
It's very awkward. Meanwhile,
I'm just holding the pen.
Imogen, there's a
preps
plan
for
to
the next
start.
spell.
You prepping before you hear from them, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So in which case, Layla.
Oh, those
and Barnaby-
daggers. I don't have those daggers anymore, people. I gave those back a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, they would
She'll
be
also.
problems.
It was unclear how long the reinsoling takes.
It takes about
As a-
30 minutes, and halfway through the spell, the target becomes aware.
Cool. She will have let them know this, that Charity will be aware that it is happening to her, but hopefully Charity will be far enough away that she can't stop it, but she might get pissy. Like a cat getting belly rubs they don't like.
Yeah, so it's like.
But they
so
like
call
them.
us.
They want them.
It's like, so call us and then run for your lives for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So,
We'll just watch and stalk her.
As long as you can both run faster than a Slayer vampire
Layla, Barnaby.
for 15 minutes.
You mean this
Make me-
spear?
Make me intelligence notice checks. This is going to be your tracking, your ability to find her. It's very low because you've already got something that points in her direction.
Weep.
17.
Oh no.
5
9.
successes. Okay. Barnaby, you drive down one of the A roads just out of town before the pen flips around on the dashboard and falls off. Layla, you pick it up and start looking at it, and it's starting to indicate back the way you came, but it's actually still moving, which means that she must have been very close. And you look over in the other direction, and you can see, going into the distance back towards the town is a motorbike with someone on it.
There, I think she's over there
blonde hair.
on that bike.
Crap. I turn around on the A road.
Okay, it's.
What are you doing?
Isn't there like a median?
It's a dual carriageway, so there is a
Yeah.
median strip.
No, I know.
Okay, make a dexterity driving roll.
Well, I'm going to spend a drama point on this.
But that just means you'll more skillfully hit the barrier.
That's 26.
Okay, you managed to turn around, and you're now driving the wrong way back down.
On the hard shoulder, I should
There's no
say.
hard shoulder on this dual carriageway. Most dual
Layla's like
carriageways don't have
holding
hard
on
shoulder.
to like the car thing. And
Yeah. But you managed to. It's getting late. You managed to drive back.
You're not being
full pelt
subtle.
down the dual carriageway before you find a small area where there's a turn that people have to take to go down a T-junction road. But instead, you just shift back and over to the other side, and you start gaining on this motorbike. What do you want to do?
Don't get too close.
Oh, okay. Play it cool.
Okay, you want to subtly tail her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna.
You're probably going to
Drive
spend a lot of
casually.
drama points, Barnaby. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's going to be a car chase scene.
Make perception drive.
Perception drive. Okay.
Here's an important question. Charity can drive. Can Catherine drive?
We'll find out.
I would assume so.
She's a vampire.
also-
She falls off.
I mean, Layla can drive pretty well, and I don't have any drive skills.
Two points. One, Imogen is definitely not doing the spell like in the front room. She's gonna find a room that doesn't have blown out windows and is not in plain sight. Like she
Plus you-
wants to be subtle about this particular spell.
She
She
might
might,
go like upstairs.
Up-
We repaired
upstairs.
stuff as well.
Under the stairs bathroom.
yeah, either they might. It's probably too small for this. They might even go back to Janet's place because it's less known about from Charity. Like I imagine the first instinct Charity would have would be to come to Dadbert's, but I don't know if she
Good
knows.
point.
If
Most
yeah.
of your supplies and books are at Dabbert's, but if you want to go to Janet's, you totally can.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they have enough time to move everything. Get robot parent help.
You would need a car, so you could get a taxi because you need to move that big golem soul, which is pretty heavy.
Oh, God. And it's Imogen, Janet, and Rob that are moving.
Yeah, none of you can lift that. Like, if it was Barnaby or Layla, like, I would say that you could probably manage
Okay.
it, but you
Then
need
we'll
a
probably
taxi.
just stay in the house, and then
Okay.
she'll just like drag it to like a back room or the garage or something.
We
You could grab
definitely
a
did.
trolley or like a little the.
Barnaby?
We definitely did the don't let her in spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's-
banned it from
we
the
did.
hall.
Yeah.
And I assume that still
But you
works.
could
even
still
when
throw
the
things
house
through the
is
window, I
disregarded.
feel like.
Probably.
Yeah,
I
provided the
don't
house
think it
has
can.
4 walls, the spell counts. It has to have 4 walls and it has to have a roof. It has to be it has to still be a house. But
So far, so good.
I think we boarded everything
that
up at
said,
this point.
make intelligence occult roll Imogen and Robert.
I will definitely do that.
I will definitely attempt that.
Oh, I still get 1 success.
We both get 1 success.
Yeah, you would know that the spell requires it has to be a building. It has to be a building that is inhabited, and it needs like the 4 walls and the roof. So you need to have like, it can't just be like, oh, one of the walls fell down. It's not really a house anymore. But a knocked off door is not really going to count.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the other option would be telekinesis, but I don't think she can sustain it for that long. So
Okay. In which case, Barnaby, let's see if you can go unseen.
Okay.
And at some point, are they gonna ring us to tell us?
Barnaby would
you
hand
see
over his
the
phone to
motorcyclist
Layla.
glance over her shoulder once or twice, but
I grab
no
it.
real difference in how they're acting, at least for now. Five minutes goes past, and they get to the edge of Little Rosewater.
did you call us? Have we been informed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I was confused about what was happening. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, right.
They're currently driving. You're currently driving to the edge of Little Rosewater, and it looks like Charity is headed back into town.
Yeah, and we agreed to like tell them when we found.
Oh, yeah,
Charity.
gotcha. Just telling her that we found them. Yeah, I'll call.
Okay. As soon as Imogen gets the call, she gets started.
We found her. We're trailing her. We're gonna try to be as
Subtle as you can.
yeah.
All right. She's gonna know it's happening. Where is she right now? Where are you?
She's on her bike.
Yeah, she's on
We're
the
trailing
edge
her
of town.
on the. I don't know what street it is.
Hey, blah, 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 blah.
Next street name.
Yeah, 567. Sure.
She's on her way into town.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, let's
Not sure
hope
where
she's
she's
not
headed,
coming
though.
here. Hope you're ready to stop her when she starts itching.
Yeah, she might start heading your guys' way.
I'm sure she will. I was gonna move to Janet's, but we didn't have enough manpower.
Gotcha. That's fine. That's a good idea. But just get to it.
All right. Let's do this. She hangs up the phone.
When the
Yes,
chat
it's
says it's clearly
whatever.
the 666 that goes to Rosewater.
A666.
Yes, the A666. That is
Oh,
now the
God,
canon,
no.
FYI. Feel free to add that to the wiki. Okay, I'll get you to roll at the end of the spell. So when the spell is completed. So for now, you start chanting. Who's aiding you with the spell? Janet?
Janet
And
and
me.
Rob.
Okay. You need one other person to aid you. You can have two, but you'll need the one.
Oh, I thought you said it needed 3 people.
Sorry, you
total.
needed 2 people, so you and one other person, because it's what you did before when you cast it with Violet. It was
But
Which
having
one of
help
you
is not bad, right?
higher occultism?
Rob, what's your occultism?
It is none.
Yeah, you want Janet.
Cool. Janet's helping.
Janet's helping. Rob's fetching. Rob's like got a tray of drinks and like snacks.
Towel, like he's like dabbing
Rob
their
is very
forehead.
fetching. Rob is a fetching fellow.
Scalpel.
There we go.
I'm just
Okay.
providing stuff.
Wait, why do you need a scalpel?
I'm keeping cats out of the way of the ritual.
Yeah, like some of the cats just come over and start trying to eat the herbs
This is
you've got
not
out.
that kind of ritual.
Don't do that. Don't eat that. You might become a vampire or not a vampire. I don't know. Don't eat that.
Imogen keeps muttering like, "This was very different the last time I did this."
Okay. At this point, Layla, Barnaby, it looks like Charity's going through Little Rosewater. She's taking the road that sort of just about curves into the town, but mostly around the edge, and starts to head out north.
So she's heading away from where
Seemingly
they are?
so.
I wonder where
Okay.
she's going.
10 minutes
Just
go
gonna
past.
Keep turning.
At this point, she takes the road that goes west, so she's now traveling along the top of the town. This road is also the road that is the main ring road around the top of this village, and you can then go across this, then go up to go to Greater Rosewater.
I pop open the glove compartment and I grab like the map that's in there because this is the 90s. I close it, and I open up the map and I'm like looking to see where we are and like where she's headed.
Make a intelligence roll, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a drama point on this
Okay.
because it seems important.
Yeah, I feel like we might have to spend
16.
16. Okay. From what you can tell, looking at the map, you're not sure where she's going. She could be going to any, like, bit of town that is nondescript, like, nothing special. But as far as you can tell, if she wanted to go up to Greater Rosewater, she could have taken the slip road off and then round. But instead, she's gone around the north of Little Rosewater. She could be going around Little Rosewater to come back in, but it would have been quicker to just go through the town. Like, it's a small...
Yeah, and basically
town,
every
so-
once in a while I'm like holding the pen up and then I'm grabbing the pen and like every time she moves I'm like putting an X every time she makes like a turn and then I'm like then I let go of the pen and it goes back up.
Barnaby's like following her just like that maximum, like you can maybe just see her, but because you've got the pen, like you know if she turns off anywhere, so you're following her pretty closely at this stage.
I think she knows. If that's the route you're describing, I mean, we shouldn't stop following her.
No, don't. She might know that the spell's being cast on her soon too.
Mm.
At which
I'm,
point,
like,
Layla,
watching the
pen
clock on the-
goes and turns very quickly. Barnaby, Layla, make perception notice checks to see if you can see her in the darkness ahead. It is dark though.
Okay, she's making a turn. Perception notice.
Yeah.
16.
17.
Thanks to the brilliant abilities of your Slayer senses to see in the dark, you notice up ahead there's a slight glint of metal, as it seems that she has just taken about a 200-degree turn to go down the slip road coming the other way.
She definitely knows what's happening. Go that way. Take a.
Yeah,
Okay, you pull the thing hard over. Unless you're trying to deliberately catch up with her, you don't need to roll for that because it's non-pressured, you can turn. So with that,
I would be trying to catch up with her.
okay, in which case make a dexterity drive.
Okay.
This
Done.
might be good drama point times. Yeah. We don't want to.
Let's do that. Let's dex drive plus 10. 20.
Good thing.
Yeah, there's a lorry has to swerve slightly, and there's a as it honks the horn, but you manage to swing just in front of it. There's a drift out the back as your tires screech across the tarmac as you start going down after her. At this point, we're about halfway through the spell.
And she's started heading back into Little Rosewater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely in a room without windows. Or very not obvious windows, and is
Most
not
rooms in that house have windows, unless you want the under the stairs
That's
bathroom.
probably where she went. She was like,
Okay.
I don't, because she can't get in the house doesn't mean she can't throw shit in the house.
Okay, so Rob,
And she might be like, Rob,
Janet-
be on lookout.
Okay, Janet and Imogen and some cats are under the stairs. And Rob, where are you?
I'm probably at the door on the phone, checking if they need anything.
Yeah, I actually am going to call them because she's heading towards them. That's what it looks like.
Heading back in town, it does look like she's
Yeah,
heading out towards them.
I'm gonna immediately when we figure that out, I'm gonna call the Davidson's house again. Rob, she's headed your guys' way. Do whatever you can. We're gonna try to stall her, but just be ready. And
Okay, are you gonna? Would you be able to get her off the bike? I'm worried about what's gonna happen if suddenly she stops being a vampire on the bike. I mean, she's
Gotcha.
the Slayer,
Be a
so she can probably
vampire.
survive a crash, but
we'll see what we can do. Okay. Okay. I hang up, and we got to get her off that bike.
Okay.
Is Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 5? Is Grand Theft Auto a thing in the 90s?
It's probably
I
Grand
think
Theft Auto 1.
it's got to. Yeah,
I know that there's it's been a long series for a really long time,
GTA 1 came out in 98, maybe.
right?
I
Okay.
was playing that as a kid.
'Cause I was gonna
Maybe.
make a
There's 50-50 chance of
comment.
being
That
out.
was PS1, wasn't it?
Layla rolls down the
97.
window because we're in the 90s. Layla rolls down the window, puts her body out of the window, and it's like Grand Theft Auto style.
Yeah, 97.
You're gonna have to explain that to Josh, but Barnaby would probably know.
Okay. Basically, you can punch somebody and you can take their car.
Okay.
Okay. So with
Let's
that-
do it.
The
You're
car
gonna try
noises
and-
we're getting in the background here.
Yeah, the car noises were great.
Yeah.
So you're trying to catch up with her.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to get her off the bike.
Or you can do that when you catch up with her. Dexterity
Yeah.
drive to try and catch the distance. Effectively, you are 2 intels away right now. You're going to need to try and...
Can I instead spend a drama point for a plot twist that slows her down?
Oh, like something in the road.
Something in the
Caltrops.
road? Or, yeah.
You can
Not
spend,
caltrops, but
you
like
can spend a drama
pot,
point.
like a pot.
Can
like
I?
a
Yep.
hole.
Sweet. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Or like a
as you're
drama
heading
point for you to
down-
have had a projectile in the car.
As you're heading down the road into town towards
Blue
the
shot.
Davidson household, there's lights up ahead and traffic cones. And you go past a sign which says road closed for work.
Be careful, the road looks like the road's closed.
If she's not slowing down, neither am I.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm like holding on.
At which point, make perception notice checks again.
Ooh, no.
Fuck.
Should I spend on this? No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm debating if I should spend drop 20.
12 though. That 12.
16.
16. Layla, you see quick enough. Up ahead, there's a headlight. Looks like she's turned around and is trying to come back to go around again. That's a different way.
Looks like she's gonna turn around.
Barnaby, you're going head on with her on a bike right now. What do you want to do?
She's headed our way.
Play chicken.
I'm gonna play chicken
Oh.
with the Slayer.
I'm gonna
yeah.
get
Now
in
we've
the car
gone full
as soon as I
Fast
see
and
what he's doing.
Furious.
I'm like, are you? I like don't even let him answer. I get in the car. I like sit back.
Oh, you're still in the car. You're on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What is your intention here? Is it to hit her on the bike?
My intention is to, at the last minute, turn the car sideways with a handbrake turn and block it off so she crashes or falls off the bike or something.
Oh,
Okay.
that's clever.
So effectively, she's going to try and dodge you and swerve around, and you're going to set the DC by trying to do a handbrake turn.
Yes, and I'm going to spend a drama point on
Okay,
this.
dexterity drive, please.
Okay. Believe in the heart of the
I love
cards.
this because it's so Buffy. Like, it's so TV show.
Yeah, it is so TV show.
15 though. No,
You said-
25.
You drama
25.
point?
She's trying to drama.
That's 25.
It's 25.
That's really good.
I'm like, you better drama point this. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Okay, so I've got to defeat your 25. I'm going to spend a drama point.
We're gonna spend all our drama points this episode,
Mm,
but
yeah.
So with that,
It's
as
cool. I
you
got some
swerve
spare. 'cause I
sideways,
only need to
I
spend
do
one
not.
she brings the bike up to the side of the road, hits a small outcrop of stone, and launches herself over the top of the hood of your car, bounces the back wheel off it, putting a dent in the front of your car, before hitting the ground and catching herself. Continuing on.
Pull myself out the window and I just run towards her. Ooh, sorry.
Bear in mind that a car and a bike will still move faster than a person on foot, even a Slayer.
Oh, she's still on the bike?
Oh yeah, she's still on the bike.
I thought you said she flipped over the bike.
Oh, she jumped over it, hit the hood, and then kept going.
I'm going
The
to take
bike
him.
did. She's still on the bike.
She wheelied up the bike? Ah.
It jumped off a little outcrop of stone at the edge of the road, landed on the bonnet, bounced, and then hit the road and kept going.
She was badass.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I'm just like, that was cool.
Keep, go.
I'm going to take the half second to hand a shotgun to Layla and then get off. I mean, go.
I'm like
wait, you're gonna
holding the
get off in
shotgun. I'm
car?
like, this isn't really my thing.
It's a shotgun. Just point it in the direction.
I'm not gonna shoot her.
Shoot the bike!
What if I miss?
What rounds does it have loaded right now, Barnaby?
It would be probably
Hopefully slugs if you're thinking.
anti-vampire.
Anti-vampire ones, I thought so,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So with that, I need you to make another drive dexterity roll as you try and catch up with her.
I'm
We're
gonna
like-
spend again.
Okay.
27 minutes into the spell.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
What is
That's 25
what do
again.
you use to shoot a gun?
Gunfu.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
No. You got a lot of dexterity, though.
I do.
Neither did I for half the time I used ranged weapons. It's fine.
You're crazy, but you're crazy.
Okay, so with that, you manage to try and chase her. You stay close enough that you can see vaguely where she's going. She is headed towards the Davidson household, but you don't get close enough to really close the distance. You're probably about 30
I
meters
am
away.
going to try to shoot the bike wheel.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Or if I can't, yeah, I guess.
The bike is a relatively small target for the bike wheel, so there will be a higher DC. The DC is also higher because it's a sort of shotgun, which is not designed for long range. The DC is also higher because the anti-vampire rounds are not designed for long range. They spread out, but feel free to take a shot.
Chuck something real hard instead.
Just shoot the bike. I just want to shoot the bike.
Okay, shoot the bike, shot. That won't count as shooting the wheel then.
Okay. Oh God, 19. Thank God that I spent a drama point.
Okay. There is a loud bang and a thud as something impacts the side of the bike, seemingly. A bit of the paint maybe gets scraped off, and you can see like a powdery hit mark where it seems that a lot of powder and fragments have just been splattered into midair. But it seems to dissipate, and the bike doesn't really seem to move much.
I don't think this is working.
Oh, that's for vampires, not bikes. But yeah, and I tap the place in the car where the dashboard where would have been other rounds stored.
Okay, I
Here's the
take up.
anti-bike rounds.
I look in there. I'm like, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting that in the shotgun
Okay.
and like pulling it back.
Sure. In which case, again, make me a dexterity drive.
We're spent so many drama points this episode.
Mm.
Oh dear. I'm glad I didn't go on this trip now. Then again, I would have been
That one
super useless
episode?
because I could have used a magnet glove on the bike.
Yeah, or
Oh
railgun.
my god! You could have. Oh,
What happened?
he could have used the magnet glove on the bike.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought you
or-
rolled. I was like, oh no.
no, I
missed it.
haven't rolled
We
yet.
sent our 2 melee
need to
fighters
roll.
into a car chase.
Okay, if you make
You're
your
just gonna make it a
dexterity drive,
melee car
Barnaby.
chase.
I'm also still sitting here pretty with 18.
Someone's like, she's an
So-
American. Does that give her a bonus? Because my character's American.
Barnaby, dexterity drive.
Oh yes. I'm gonna keep spending because I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah, we don't want to fuck this up.
22.
She makes a little bit
Ooh.
more distance on you this time.
God damn it!
Probably up to about 50 meters now.
What the hell is her DC?
What is her? Yeah, I'm like, what is her drive?
She has a
She
Slayer's
rides
dexterity.
motorcycles.
And the motorcycle
Bullshit.
has a natural ability to try and get away from you and take shorter side streets and stuff. So,
Okay.
with that, Layla, if you want to make another shot, you can. It is very, very long range with that shotgun.
Yeah, I swapped out the about the
You
ammo,
did.
and
Yeah,
this time I'm gonna try again.
Okay, make a shot.
25. Whoo!
25
better.
is just about a hit. So, that will hit the bike. Let me double check. That's 20... Imagining.
25 is off my chart, so I don't know how
I've got my
many.
chart out. I've got my
What,
chart
7
here somewhere.
successes?
Where's my chart? Oh, it's under all the
I think it's
paperwork.
7.
It sounds like 7 to me. There we go. That's my chart.
It might
Yes,
be. I'm pretty sure it's 7.
Yes, it's mind-boggling. So it's 7 successes plus the 20. It takes...
Well, we don't want to hurt her. As some people are like ram her.
But we do want to knock her off a bike while she's going like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, but like if we ran her over with the car, it'd be a lot.
Yeah, you
Well,
shoot the bike, there's a bang, and your hand just gets knocked back because you're not used to firing a gun. And you see the bike skitter a bit. The back wheel definitely sort of loses a bit of traction as she loses a little bit of ground on
I
you.
think I hit her again.
Yep, I see it. We're gonna gain on her this time.
Okay, she's getting very close to the house now. You're in the last minute of the ritual, really. So if you would like maybe one more dexterity.
Still gonna spend those drama points. Don't know what
I'm just
the
on the
tune
phone
for
like, I
that
hear lots
was.
of gunfire.
I already I
Switching
hung up
tires.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm probably at the
23.
Like, at the window, like I hear lots
Okay.
of gunfire and screeching tires.
With that, you do manage
Mm-hmm.
to make it much, much closer. You manage to make it up to like right behind her. But as she's going forwards, it doesn't seem like she's slowing down. She's headed directly for the house at full speed.
Shoot again, shoot again, shoot again.
Okay. Oh god, so many drama points. And then I know I'm gonna have to RP drama points too.
Yeah, don't
I'm
worry.
gonna
We
have
can.
no drama points at the end of this episode.
We've got our drama to sort out, so that will, we can rake them in with that.
I'm gonna be at the window watching. At this point.
21.
Baby suit up.
21
That,
hits.
I've got the backpack. It's ready.
The second shot hits the bike, and it starts to elicit a big plume of black smoke out the front. And with that, she ramps up onto the pavement.
I think I
hits
got
part
it.
of the
How,
fence.
can I?
Rob, you can
Is
see
this
her
at the
coming.
house? Can I?
Yeah.
Can I see her?
Yeah.
Okay, if I see her, step 1, suit up. Step 2, try and stop the bike with the magnet glove. Because I'm probably seeing her approaching rapidly. I'm like, she can't come through the house, but the bike can.
That seems to be what she's doing. She's just ramping up the fence as you see her now, and it seems the bank is headed towards the ground floor. So, if you would like to roll, you had to suit up, so that's an action. So this will be a -2.
If I don't have time, I will just use the...
Okay.
Actually, wait, is she coming straight for me? Because then I will suit up so I don't die.
It might be in your direction. It's
Okay, I
a
suit
cone
up.
where this bike could be going right now. So you suit up -2 to the roll. Bear in mind this bike is moving very fast, so you won't just stop it. It will reduce the speed at which the bike is going.
Okay.
Then you're gonna put it way up in the air so she can't get it.
Just going to focus on stopping it. Or
Yeah.
pushing it out the way so it goes past.
Definitely drama.
Sure, which would you like to do? Choose.
To the
Yeah.
side. Change its direction so it
To
goes
the-
to
to
the
the
kitchen
side,
and not the
yeah.
stairs.
to the side makes more sense.
Okay.
Just as whichever direction is quickest for getting her out of the path of me and the people doing the ritual.
It's probably going to be like next door, the house down the road is the easiest one.
Yeah, fuck him.
Like, sorry, Jones family. Okay, I'm drunk.
Okay. -2 plus drama points, so it's going to be
take 2 off this.
20. 5 successes. 5 successes is enough. The bike ramps up. You manage to just about put your hand out and you can feel it catch. Your hand suddenly starts to move towards you as the force is being transmitted back. But you manage to shove it just enough to the side that the bike spins, impacts probably about 2 meters away from you before going end over end over end into the garden of next door. However, you don't see that last bit, as you are hit by a flying Charity, who is still going the same direction. And
Wait, she comes through the window, though?
She can't come in the house.
she comes through the window.
Oh,
hits
because she's
you,
no longer a vampire. Yeah.
Oh.
hits you, Rob.
Oh, that
and
timing.
glides to the ground. No, you can still hear chanting.
Oh.
The house wasn't work. The spell didn't work on the house for some reason.
And
We rolled too low to know.
As far as you were aware, the spell worked on the house. As far as you were.
I love this
But-
slow motion scene of like the suit unfolding as he's stopping the bike and then the collision and all that.
And you're like, yes!
Very cool.
Bonk! You don't take any damage from a flying Charity. Your armor's pretty decent. She does. It's halved, luckily, because vampires take half from massive trauma, from bludgeoning. And she lands on the ground. I need everyone to make me a dexterity initiative test. Layla and Barnaby, your first turn will be coming up to the house and getting out to be in a range to actually do anything.
Question: Is my first turn? I assume is just chanting.
18.
Yes, you need to roll anyway so that you're in the initiative order if you want to do anything or do a multi-action. But you are effectively in another room chanting. So
Okay.
I got 11.
Oh god damn it! I know what you've done.
Yeah, no. I knew out of character, but I was like, in character. Imogen thinks it's fine.
Yep.
okay, so who got the highest? Layla of 18.
Yep. And then Barnaby with 11. And then... Oh, Rob, did you roll initiative?
I rolled. I got 12.
Oh, 12 with Rob and then Barnaby. And then Imogen.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, so the spell doesn't matter anymore because this is no longer a residence.
Mm-hmm. Neither of you decided to live there.
Yep, we live in halls still.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with that...
Well, someone still owns the house.
Yeah, but
Not
no
the
one lives
same,
in
I
it.
guess.
Yeah, it's live in, not own.
Yeah.
So with that, Charity is going to
Well,
get
I
up
was
from the
like,
ground.
oh man, I wish Imogen had rolled higher, but she didn't. No.
She's going to storm over, open the door. That's the second action. And I think she's going to just try and punch Imogen, which will be a third action. And I will put an additional -2 because she couldn't see Imogen when the action started. No, actually, she can't make the
I
attack.
think she would have
can't
to
make the attack.
roll to know where Imogen is. Like, just because
She knows where the spell
I
is
feel
being
like
cast
her
from.
finding Imogen is still an action.
She knows where the spell's being cast from, but I say she can't attack you this turn because she can't see you.
How does she know where the spell's being cast from?
That's part of the spell.
The target of the spell knows spell's being cast on them. They also know the direction and rough
Okay,
distance.
you didn't stipulate those last two things.
So
Yeah.
I did.
More
I
careful
did
if I'd
last
known
season.
No, because last season we didn't cast the spell the way it's supposed to be cast.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She opens the door, but she won't be able to act again this turn. So she's going to just run over, wrench the door off. She goes flying back, and that's the end of her turn. That brings us to Layla.
Layla is going to run in as quickly as she can and get in front of Charity and will take whatever hits. Like I'm going full defense. I'm running and I'm going full defense in front of
Full defense applies to
Imogen
you.
and
If you're
Janet.
trying to intercept hits, I'd more make that a normal defense. But yes, we can do that. You've just got enough room that I'd say, because you've got to get out of the car. You've got to sprint up the entire driveway, in through the door. So I will let you do that, but you won't be able to do any full defense stuff because that applies to you and yourself. And is technically your only action you can do is full defense.
Okay, well, I just would like to get in the way of any.
Yeah,
hits.
I'll say you can do that because you're very fast. Rob, you're up. You are, by the way,
Okay.
knocked down as she hit you, but you didn't take any damage.
That's fine.
It would be so many negatives for me to grapple her, guys.
I bet she wasn't wearing a helmet on the bike, was she?
She was. It popped off when she hit the ground.
Ah, god damn it. It's a terribly designed helmet then. Metal things. What metal things
No,
do we
she's
have?
one of those cool people that she didn't have it buckled. She's like, I've got a helmet on, but I'm still cool about it.
I mean, she
I
also doesn't
think
need to be
it-
worried about head injury because vampire?
I'm trying to think of what metal stuff there is nearby, because basically Rob's plan is grab nearest metal thing, use it to pull Charity away, unless Charity's wearing metal?
Not really.
I don't know. What is there? There's gonna be
What do you-
some pipes in the bathroom that's useless. Is the banister of the stairs metal?
No, it's wood.
God damn it.
Not
There's
everything is
nothing
a
nearby.
nail you need to hit with a hammer.
Yeah, but that's the easiest thing to
Okay.
move her, because I could shoot her. Okay, can I get up and be in the way? So I guess I'm
Sure.
wearing a suit.
You can. You may do so. It will take you an action to get up, but you can then try and interpose yourself along with Layla. That brings us to Barnaby.
Yeah, whenever Robert gets next to me, I'm just gonna be like holding my hands up in front, and I look at Robert and I'm like, "We're here for you. I know you're in there, Catherine."
I was gonna say, is there anything else I could do? I haven't rolled anything yet.
Do you want to do anything else?
Because I guess I can get up, get in the way, and then I can just try and do something at the end.
What would you like to do?
Could aim.
Actually, I'll aim to fire.
An aim shot means that you shoot at the end of the turn.
She's had her turn.
An aim shot means you shoot at the end of the entire turn, not a single person's turn. You remember that? It's a perception, adds to your...
So before my turn, so after Imogen, you would go.
You go at initiative 0. You choose to skip the rest of your turn. You'd go at initiative 0 and you get to fire and add your perception bonus. That's what an aim shot is in the system.
Yeah, I'll do that. So because it's gonna happen before Charity acts again, right? Because she's just acted.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
Um,
if she's not stopped or if the ritual isn't done, I will fire.
Okay. So that will be one action to get up, one action to block, because you're trying to do a block, and then your third action will be aim shot at the end of the turn. Okay. Barnaby, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna pick up the axe, and I'm going to sprint as close to Charity as possible. I don't know how far you'll
you're a
let me
little bit
go.
slower. You've also got to pick up the axe, get out the car, go up the driveway. So I'll say you can be in through the door.
Yeah, I make sure I turn the keys off and put the handbrake on. No, I basically just leave the doors open and sprint
Sure.
with the axe. So yes, is that my entire turn?
Yeah, it would be.
Okay.
Imogen, please roll me for your ritual.
Going to continue. How many times am I going to be rolling for this ritual?
This is it.
Okay, then I'm spending this drama point. I have cast no other spells in the last hour because I think there was enough time
We have like a minute left, is why.
between the tracking spell and this, right?
Yeah, that was just over now.
Okay. So plus 10 to this. This better be enough. Oh, shoot.
What?
Okay,
We can
I
do this
forgot to add
manually.
the numbers
18
together,
plus
but
28 plus 34.
34.
Damn, that's beast.
34 is godlike.
Yes.
That should do it, right?
What
With
does this
that,
look like?
Charity's momentum, because she's running forwards at this point, and you're kind of
I
all
think-
having at the same time.
Imogen sees the door open, but like her eyes have probably like filmed over, like rolled back in her head and are just glowing, and she just stares at Charity like half aware of what's happening and says the end of the spell.
As the last few sentences in Latin leave your lips, an energy surrounds you. A small mote of light appears and comes down before hitting Charity full force in the chest. She collapses forwards as she's running into all of you. We all bowl to the ground in a big pile of limbs and tangled people. And the light in the block of crystal you have goes out.
Did it work?
We just gotta stop for a second, like, okay.
And Charity's on top of me, right?
Yes. The only person standing is Barnaby with an axe right now.
Yeah, I come in through the door like,
I'm gonna try to lift Charity up off of me and Rob and be like, Catherine?
Imogen gets between the door and Janet, or like Janet and what's happening, just like protecting.
Yeah, I think you're behind us because you're behind me and Rob, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just holding her and I'm like, Catherine?
Okay. So with that,
I'm so excited.
No way.
Catherine's eyes
Yeah.
flicker.
No way.
She wakes up.
Only Edie and I knew about it. We got 2/3 of the admin team in and we're like, we're doing it. We're doing it.
That was what you were talking about, you sneaky buggers.
I
Oh,
100%
God, that's
guess.
so
How did the other
good.
two of you not remember this conversation? We vaguely had.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I'm holding
I
up.
remember now.
I'm getting up and I'm like holding, now Catherine up and I'm like, Catherine?
Who are you? And she begins to like back away from you in a panic.
We're not here to hurt you. I'm Layla. I'm the current Slayer.
I look around. Where am I?
You're in Rob and Barnaby's house.
No, technically it's not their house anymore.
What?
It doesn't.
I don't understand. Where am I? Am I injured? EE? how injured
Yes,
am I?
you would have taken about 20 points of damage, so reduce your life points by 20, as you did crash a bike into Robert. FYI, Robert is currently wearing what appears to be some form of weird full-body power armor. Barnaby is standing over you. He's a very good-looking man with an axe, maybe 17, 18 years old. There's Imogen sitting with Janet in the understairs toilet with a block of crystal in between them. Their hair a little bit frizzy and out right now as the energies dissipate.
There was 100% anime hair. So like,
Definitely craziness going on. And then Leila, whose hair is a dyed blonde, and she is collapsed under you.
No, I've lifted her up.
Oh,
We're
okay.
we're standing. Like me and her are standing.
Okay, so I guess I'm in a lot of pain then. I'll kind of grab the places that ache. What happened?
You've been a vampire.
I think you still are. I'm gonna go make some tea. And Imogen like awkwardly steps around everybody in the doorway.
I'll go find the first aid kit.
Yeah, that's a good idea, guys. And I kind of like motion her so she can like sit on the toilet so she can sit down. We're gonna have a weird bathroom conversation. It's gonna get awkward.
Also, there's about a dozen kittens around you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Have the kitten's been breeding?
Well, there's 8 of
So
them.
we only
It's not
have
quite a
we only
dozen.
have 8 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, and I just like power down the suit. I think that's over now.
Yeah. Does someone live here?
Well, the Davidsons used to live. I don't know what's going on with that, but Barnaby and Rob live here, or lived here, I guess.
Oh, my head. She'll sit down and kind of like take a moment. She's like, I've done horrible things. I've done horrible things.
I'm sorry. I kind of give her a hug.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. I back up.
Why didn't you just kill me?
Because it wasn't you. Take it from me.
You did this to me. They did this to me.
Who did this to you?
The Watchers did this to me.
What? I look at Rob and I'm like, see, I told you we can't trust them.
Don't trust them. And I'll even I grab you. I'm like, do not trust them.
I don't know. I haven't been, but I don't know. What happened? And I like kind of take my hand back if she lets me.
They didn't put you through the test.
What test? Wait, I read about a test, but they had that part blocked off and they wouldn't let me read it.
I failed mine.
You failed your test? What is this test?
They weaken you, usually by poisoning you,
What?
and then they put you in the rink with a vampire.
The rink?
Yeah. Different arenas, places, locations. Wherever they think you will struggle the most. How?
Why? What kind of fucking sick, twisted freaks are these people?
They call it a rite of passage.
I bet the word tradition's involved.
Oh my god. Let's not even get started with that.
It's like telekinetically holding many cups of tea. It's like, I mean, I'm not opposed to dismantling this entire organization, but I might not do it by explosives.
I think we'll need more than explosives.
Hands them out.
You say you're the Slayer?
I'm the current one, I think. I don't know. I keep hearing about more Slayers.
We're her friends.
Okay.
Slayers don't
Probably
have
like-
friends.
Yeah,
that's
about
what
that, I kind of don't give a fuck.
She really doesn't.
She really doesn't.
So
Look,
now,
I
am
like
I not a
pull,
vampire?
I pull out like two pieces of paper and I like hand it over to her and I'm like, and I like put it in her hand and then I put my hand or her other hand over it and I clasp her hands together. Look, I don't know what they put you through, but we're here for you. And I like let go.
So,
We'll answer any questions you have.
just
Maybe we can leave the bathroom.
that was.
like-
Are we all in
You
one
bet
bathroom?
We're all
Not
in
big either.
I look-
Rolling
You
ball
say
in everyone
that.
else's bathroom.
You say that, and then I look over at Imogen. I'm like, but the couch is broken.
We still have like one functional sofa, right?
Yeah. We probably fixed some of it or padded it up
It's-
with cushions in the week that we
It's
had.
not comfy at all, but it's physically there. There's an armchair as well.
Yeah, we can move to the living room, I guess. And I kind of like motion because like everyone else is in the way. Like we're just like.
I
As
get it.
everyone goes to sit down, that's when they get handed a mug.
I like sweep the glass off the sofa from the newly smashed in window.
Also, Imogen, Layla, Barnaby, Robert, if you can all make me perception occult.
Okay.
No.
Perception occult.
There's a thing on the sheet. I can.
Fancy.
I fail.
14.
Damn. Why is mine's pretty decent? I guess I just rolled. a shit.
Barnaby,
Oh, I rolled a 2. That's why.
You
9.
notice a slight, very faint end of a blue shimmer, and her eye color having changed. It's no longer blue.
Wait, what?
Catherine Winter's eye color has changed.
From
It was
Lust. It's from Lust.
blue. It's now green.
they are now blue. Okay.
Yeah, when I see that, I like sit back and I look at Barnaby and Imogen and Robert and Janet, and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna look at them to see if it went to one of them.
Make a perception notice check.
Perception notice. 10.
You don't see any sign of it in anyone? No changes in eye color? No one trying to make out with you right now?
And then I say, I think Lust went somewhere else.
I guess if it wasn't manifest, then it found someone, and I don't think we were particularly lusty right now.
I think I might know who it is.
Just looks at Violet.
Potentially.
We can hope that maybe because it was tied to the vampire soul and that's now dead, that it counts as killing them.
I don't know. I look at Catherine, who's probably like, what?
And Imogen like stands there for a moment and has like a flashback to the eldritch horror she saw, and then just looks at Rob and she's like, I don't think we can fix our mistakes that easily.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Catherine. You might have also been possessed by a demon of a sin that is
Primordial
lust.
evil.
But I think you're okay now.
I don't think we should overload her with information, especially right now.
She begins to blush when she begins having reliving the memories.
Oh yeah, there's some memories
Like,
of us. So
What do you want to know?
where to begin? You too dislike the Watchers?
They haven't exactly been nice to us, or kind, or helpful, or supportive. They're rather authoritarian, and I'm not a fan of that. And
seems
I think
like
it's
some of them, their people don't even like themselves, or at least they're willing to work against the Watchers.
and I think the way they treat the Slayers fucking bullshit. Patriarchal, misogynistic nonsense.
So what? We're gonna burn the patriarchy down?
I mean, yes, let's do that. No, that sounds like a very difficult.
I don't think it'll be that easy.
Tired. She
As much as Imogen likes fire.
I don't even know where to start. I can't. Can I lie down?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair. You can lie down for months if you like. After what
Can
just
she
happened.
maybe sleep in your dad's room?
Dad isn't here, so she can have his bed.
We shouldn't stay here.
Why?
Right.
This isn't a residence anymore. We need to clear out all of our stuff. Everything
have
that we don't want the Watchers Council to get their hands on.
Oh.
We should
There's
get
so
the
many
warehouse back.
things.
I mean, you've still got a spare bed in your room, Layla.
That's true. And maybe we can get the warehouse back, Barnaby?
Yeah, okay. I'll sort that out tomorrow morning.
Okay. I stand up and I put the teacup down on the broken coffee table. You know how the glass in the middle is broken, but the edge still exists, so I put it on the edge. If you want, you can stay with me. I do have a spare room or bed.
Really?
Yeah, you just have to be quiet. Don't let the RA know. But you're dressed. They won't even know.
Also, I know you've been through a lot, but as soon as you can tell us who you were working for, the sooner we can figure out how to stop them. Because as much as I hate the Watchers Council, they're more in the oppressive, traditional bullshit and less in the trying to murder all humans and start an apocalypse.
Maybe we do that in the morning, Imogen.
Yeah.
We'll try not to overload you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she gets that look in her eye like she may cry.
I'll make more tea.
I motion, I offer a hand for her to come with me if she wants.
She does. She takes your hand.
Okay. We'll see you guys in the morning.
Yeah.
Are you guys going back to the dorm? I look at Barnaby and Rob.
I guess so.
I'm gonna clear up here, I think, and maybe
I'll
start
help.
sorting the books.
When Imogen says I'll help, Layla has a look on her face, so it's very obvious to Catherine, Janet, and Rob that she's uncomfortable with that.
Imogen notices that and then very quickly carries. I'm still buzzed from spell casting. I'm exhausted, but I need to do something before I can go to sleep.
Layla turns around and rolls her eyes. And goes towards the door to open it.
Imogen looks embarrassed.
There's tension in this room.
Oh, so much tension.
Like sexual tension happening.
So with that,
Am I aware of this tension?
I'm not being subtle. I don't know if anyone else is being subtle. That's why.
I mean, it's probably hitting you in the face like a bag of bricks. Like,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's your
All right.
decision whether it's like your own grief versus the sexual
Right, like,
tension in the
You have a
room.
lot going
if
on
you're
with
like,
your
you
own
don't
character,
know,
so
feel free to roll a dice for it. But otherwise, it would be an influence perception check.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Is she in a different roll 20?
She should be in your roll 20.
Wait, did I do
I
it?
see her now. I see Dot. She's too into her own stuff, I think.
I thought that was a 10 actually. There's a +2 on it.
That's a
oh,
two.
yeah. It's a
Oh,
Oh, okay.
weird.
Right, yeah, there's a 0 at the end that isn't filled in. It's a null, and the null means it just doesn't add modifiers. So it's a 10. You are aware that there's some weird tension going on amongst the group.
I say nothing.
You could probably talk about it when
You're probably like, let's deal with that later. I'm human now, maybe.
You could probably talk to me about it when we're in like the dorm room or something too.
Okay.
When there's not like everybody in there. Okay, so I guess I will walk back with Catherine, and I guess the boys will join later
Okay.
or go to the school later.
Janet looks at Rob and is like, should we leave those two to...
Imogen's like,
Yeah.
cleaning stuff.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Barnaby is piling up books.
Where should we go?
Just want to go back to your house.
Oh,
I can help fix the robot, or I could just go.
Yeah, you want to go back to mine to fix the robot? Sure.
And hold hands.
Okay. And you grab her bike and she heads off, leaving you all alone in your pairs. And at that point, we'll take a break. I know this break is very late.
This is really funny. Someone's like, is this how we welcome a new cast member into the show? Roll to detect sexual tension.
Yes, that's exactly how you welcome people.
Gotta make sure they know
Welcome
what's
to
going
Layla the
on.
Vampire Slayer.
Hi! Hi, Chelsea. Hi.
Hi!
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you have to play a character that's supposed to know a lot.
They're like, well, I know things, but I don't know anything. Don't actually know anything.
There we go. And that's Trauma covering that up. So...
If you guys don't know Little Red Dot, I guess let her, before we head to
Yeah.
our break, if you don't mind like, letting people know who you are, because you just got introduced in a really weird way. But I hope it was surprising for all of you and you weren't expecting it, because EE and I have been so excited for this, and I've been like messaging Chelsea this whole stream. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait.
I know, it's been so hard. I've been like, I've been lurking, and it's been really hard not to get in the hype and chat.
I completely forgot this was a plan.
Yep.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
think
planned.
gaslighted me
talking about it. I was like-
in a meeting last week. I was like, I swear at some point you talked about something you'd spoken about between yourselves. Were you going to tell me what was the thing? Like, I didn't talk about anything.
No. It was like 3 weeks ago. I was like, wouldn't it be fun to have someone for like the last 4 episodes to play Catherine? And you were like, oh my god, that'd be great. I was like, yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, but then
Anyway,
But EE and I were already kind of
on
planning it. I was like,
stream.
but we need to get Bentham's approval. And you're like, well, I think I know a way to do it. I was like, okay. And then that's how he did
No,
it.
I was like, no,
Subtly.
he's technically already given us his approval, so we're
That's,
good.
yeah.
So we're going to go to an 8-minute break. Feel free to enjoy some fana. In the meantime, we'll be right back with Detecting Sexual Tension. The
Slaying sexual tension right here on Roll for It.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, back in 8 minutes. Feel free to enjoy the fan art and go get yourself some bio breaks and stuff. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back to Layla the Vampire Slayer, where we're playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer RPG, and we now have 5 player characters. Hi there!
Wait, I thought we were playing Feelings, the RPG.
Oh yeah.
Also true.
Roll for sexual tension.
Yeah, you just peel back the Layla sticker and it says Monster Hearts.
Pretty much. So, you split off
Oh,
into
we need
3
stickers
pairs.
like that now.
Which pair would like to go first? Should we start off with Imogen and Barnaby since everyone else is walking? Or is anyone
I
else
think we
walking?
should, because like we're at the house first, and then we're gonna walk with Catherine and me. So maybe.
Sure.
But what if we started with like Charity and Leila?
Yeah. I think if we started with the others.
Imogen and Barnaby,
No.
you were left alone, surrounded by 8 kittens, in the downstairs living room of your dad's former house.
Imogen's just going like kind of straight into business mode. Like she's a little out of it. Like there was a big spell that she cast. And just a lot of like, okay, we're gonna get all the books into boxes and should probably take the stuff and we don't want them getting their hands on anything. This is our stuff. They're not allowed it. It's our stuff. And
No,
she's just
you're right, but we do have time. We just need to just clean it up a little bit and then sort stuff.
we don't
out.
know how much time we have.
No, you. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's sort this place out.
And she like stops and she's holding this pile of books as Barnaby sort of stands there. We haven't talked all week.
No,
Have you been avoiding me, or was I just avoiding you?
I don't honestly know which way round it was. You were unconscious for some of it.
Yeah.
So.
And then you were in the hospital.
Yeah.
I brought you the.
That was really helpful. Thank you. I really appreciated that. I like the Alice in Wonderland reference. And
I didn't do it on purpose, but then I thought about it afterwards. And you've read Alice in Wonderland. Of course you have.
Yep. Feels pretty through the looking glass right now.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Have I fucked up?
I mean, the obvious answer or the more complicated one?
Oh, I don't know. The more complicated one?
Because the obvious answer is yes,
Mm.
several times with
Yeah.
multiple people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's not me that you hurt. And honestly, I hurt Layla as well.
Mm.
I haven't talked to her about this. She did break up with me, so I think that gives me permission to go out with someone else.
Right. Yeah.
But I haven't talked to her properly at all. And you were kind of seeing Violet?
Yeah. You might have noticed that ended.
Yeah, dramatically.
Mm.
So we both made mistakes. But sometimes you don't really have other choices. Someone's gonna get hurt. It's either gonna be you or it's gonna be someone else.
Yeah, that's the thing. I do feel bad about hurting them, but I definitely didn't want to hurt you.
And she at that, like, she steps closer. She's like, doesn't know where to put the books, so she's just gonna keep holding them. And she, like, kind of walks much, much closer. I imagine they had been like across a room.
Mm.
She gets up next to him. Why do you think you hurt me?
Well, because I really made a mess of things, and then we made a mess of things, and then I got thrown through a window, and I didn't know how that would affect you. So I just want to say sorry, because you're kind of amazing and gorgeous and
you didn't, unless you were about to tell me that everything that you said to me was a lie and you didn't mean any of it, which I'm guessing isn't true because of what you just said. You didn't do anything to hurt me. You've saved my life several times.
feelings mutual.
You're amazing as well. I didn't ever think this was possible. At all. Because of that. I've never been told. Hadn't been told for a long time. I guess. No, never mind.
No, you can tell me if you want.
No, I was going to say Layla said it, but that sounds weird now. And
Oh.
Yeah. She like finds somewhere, just like puts them on the ground, like, and closes the rest of the distance to Barnaby.
Yeah, and Barnaby's, can we just kiss?
Yeah, that sounds. And then she just goes in.
Yeah.
Like, there's like it's awkward. It's kind of sloppy. They're teenagers.
Mm.
Okay.
Fade to black there.
Fade to black. How far does this go, or would you like to leave it to the chat's imagination?
Oh
I think
god,
close
not chat's
stay on.
imagination.
But otherwise, yeah.
Hmm.
They have work to do. Imogen's also very focused on not losing the things in the house.
Yeah, things in the house also not their place anymore.
Okay.
People
Sure.
have been wanting that to happen since season 1. I think people never expected Layla and Imogen to be together. They were expecting Barnaby and Imogen forever.
And now
This is
Imogen has a heart attack and dies.
So tragic.
Tragic love.
Yeah, I'm afraid of what happens with the tragic love part of all of this. We
Okay.
also need a Janet and Rob.
Well, do you want to cut to Jan and Rob and hold the best for last?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Rob, where do you want
Dot
to
is like
catch it?
nervous. She's like, I don't know.
Rob, where do you want to catch you and Janet then?
I mean, I guess we go to her house.
Okay, so you've got in the living room, you're lining up her mum's body and the head, and you're busy soldering some of the wires back and replacing some of the torn structural components.
Yep. Does she say anything, or is she just getting on with the job?
She'll get on with the job for a little while. If you don't say anything, she might, but
I'm like, so I just sort of haven't been doing anything because I don't know what to do. I don't want to mess things up.
well, you've been sort of vampire slayer vampire today, so you seem to be doing a good job.
Sometimes that side of things seems easier. I mean, at least sometimes the problem just gets put in front of you and you can just deal with it. This involves feelings and working things out and doing things and not doing things.
Sometimes I think that Violet has it easier.
Well, Violet's different.
Yeah. Well, you're doing things right.
Okay. I guess... Just tell me what you want out of this.
Companionship? Maybe, you know, the L thing if we get to know each other more?
The what thing?
Lesbians? I'm in lesbians with you?
Okay, Scott Pilgrim, pipe down.
Professor, what?
Just, but the whole physical stuff I find kind of icky.
That's okay. I mean,
It's like,
What would be the point if you don't like it?
That's really sweet. She's blushing furiously again.
It was like, So just whatever works, and I put my hand on her hand, whatever she's working on the robot.
I was gonna do that, but I'm soldering a very delicate component. Can you?
Oh, sorry, crap.
Yep. There's like a small fire starts in the neck region. Something starts to burn. Just pats it out. Wait, just there. Okay. Puts the soldering iron back and just takes your hand. I've got to wait for that to cool for 2 minutes, so you can hold hands for 2 minutes if you want.
Okay, yeah, that's good. And I don't know.
It's just the whole bodily stuff I just find really kind of gross and
Well,
messy.
that's okay. I sort of get where you're coming from. I mean, if you think about it.
I try not to.
Good point. I'll not bring that up again.
But it's, you know, and tongues are for food.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But you know, hugging's nice, and I appreciate that.
Okay, yeah, that's good. There's a robot in the way though, so I don't like. He like arms out a bit, and he's like, I'm not good.
And
at
you
this.
just awkwardly hug over the top of her decapitated mother bot.
So this is all very awkward. I'm sorry.
And then her watch goes beep, 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 beep. Oh, I've got to do the next component in the next.
Okay, yeah. We'll work on this. Yeah, this was good. I've got a better idea of how this works now. I get it. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. If I tried anything, it didn't go wrong, and what I shouldn't do, and it's all very strange.
Yep.
I mean, normal dating's hard enough.
Oh, I hadn't normal dated beforehand. I hope I'm not like a drag or anything to you.
No, I mean I haven't either, so I wouldn't know anyway. But it just
okay,
everyone's just I don't. Everyone's different. I mean, look at Barnaby and Violet, or not anymore. I think everyone just wants different things. So, as long as we know that.
Sure.
I'm happy just to spend time with you.
And my mum?
It's a weird way to meet the parents, isn't it?
Yeah. Drum point.
Okay, I love you.
At this point, she turns a deeper shade of maroon than any you've seen before.
Sorry.
I think I love you too.
That's good.
I want to be really, really sure, and I don't want to accidentally say it and then us break up and it be awful
No,
like
that's
Layla and
okay.
Imogen
It's-
did.
Everyone's different. It's okay.
I'm just afraid that if I say it and then we break up like Layla and Imogen, then we'll go crazy and I don't know, whatever, but I don't want to say it and then have my heart broken as well. I don't think you would. But I didn't think Layla and Adrian would either.
I guess I don't know. I just know what I know now.
Or worse, Barnaby and James.
So, like, Rob sort of shakes a bit. He's like, I don't like to think about that. I was there, I saw it, I remember it, and sometimes I still do. I just want you to be safe.
Well, I want you to be safe as well. You can't spend your entire, thought process keeping me safe. I had an idea for some, pages that we could keep a track of each other or something, so that if anything goes wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, we can work on them together.
Oh, cool. Let me just finish reattaching my mum's head.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, the camera pulls away and goes over to the dorm room. Layla, Catherine, do you want to talk when you get to the dorm, or you want to talk on the way back?
I won't press if she wants to ask questions while we're walking, Layla will.
How far is it?
It's like a 8-minute walk.
Oh, okay, that's not far. Yeah, I would say we probably walk in silence till we get to the dorms.
Sure. You get to the boarding house. You go up through the staircase, and you end up going down the corridor, and you find yourself at Layla's room, where Imogen is no longer staying.
There is a frog in a little atrium thing.
Okay, so Layla, you open the door, and you start showing Catherine. Catherine, thud! You feel like you walked into a concrete wall.
Oops.
You can't get through the doorway.
Oh, right. I have to invite you in.
Oh, right. Can I come in?
Yeah.
I'll step through the door.
You step through the door, no problem.
And I close the door.
Is her bed empty?
There are 2 beds,
So,
2 single beds,
when
one on
you-
each side.
Yeah, when you walk in, on the right side, you see black sheets, posters of metal posters, and it's very neat and tidy, and there's not really much else. A cassette player with a headset next to the bed on the bedstand, and a bunch of books. And then on the left side, you see nothing other than a frog in an atrium. And there's bed sheets on the bed, but it's
Right.
plain white ones.
Yeah.
You can
No.
sleep on that side.
You don't have a roommate?
I used to. I mean, she didn't die or anything like that. Imogen used to be my roommate.
Oh. So, is this the same school I stayed at?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look the same?
Very similar. There are some updates here and there. Bit of wiring, new lick of paint, but all in all, except for one small extension to the actual building structure itself, the buildings are the same. The boarding house hasn't really been changed externally at all.
And crazy. Looks the same.
Yeah, I don't imagine schools change much over the years.
No. My stomach hurt.
What hurt?
My stomach.
Oh,
That eerie feeling. Nostalgia.
oh, I thought maybe you were hungry, and then I was like, how does that feel to be hungry? as a-
No. Yeah. Oh, I guess I am. Am I hungry? I don't know how vampire hunger works in Layla.
You're probably feeling a little bit hungry, not super hungry, but a little bit hungry.
Okay. How much at this point, this fresh with her soul, does she remember about her past as Charity?
A good chunk of it. It's a lot of it. It takes terms to come. Like it takes a little while to come to terms with, to get to grips with. Everything's changed, but you can remember pretty much all of it if you were to be able to deal with it rather than actually just try and shy away from it. Depends if you feel you can deal with it or not.
I feel like I should say I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm probably not the one to say sorry to, if you were.
Oh,
I'm
how would they
sorry.
do this to me?
I don't know. I'd need more details on what happened.
Did you not have a watcher?
I've had a few.
And you didn't like any of them?
Mm.
Does she remember what she did to Miller?
Well, Henry was cool. He's my first watcher. But something happened and my parents moved. And so I got re-signed a new watcher. And I thought you were the one.
Oh, I did. I am so sorry.
It's okay. I didn't really get to know Mr. Miller that well, but he's kind of an asshole as a vampire.
Yeah.
If that was you?
I am terribly embarrassed.
I made assumptions, but I didn't know for sure. I mean, I think we all did.
If it means
But-
anything, he fought well.
Don't think that means much. I mean, you befriended me to murder my
Yeah. Not me.
What do you mean, not you?
I mean, I guess it was me.
You mean Charity, right?
Yes. Charity.
Is she still there? Sorry, I keep asking questions. I'll stop. You ask questions.
No, I know it. I guess she is. It's kind of like she's locked away. The soul and all. I feel like I'm being ripped from the inside. Two
I'm sorry.
directions. It's okay. Yes.
We didn't know what the right option was, but I know it's kind of selfish, but part of me needed some answers, and I was given those parchments, and I think it kind of answered. Well, I don't know. I thought you'd rather be in control than having her in control.
Yeah.
And Layla stands up and goes over to the atrium to feed John. And I take him out and I'm like, this is John, by the way.
Oh, it's a. You keep it as a pet?
I mean, I think it's Imogen still. It's not really anybody's. I put it back in the cage and I close it. I'll tell you that story another time. And I pick up the atrium and I'm moving it to my side.
Yeah. All of you and your friends, you have complications in your relationship.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well, it's kind of permeates the air.
Yeah, there's There's kind of a lot of things going on.
Maybe a watcher would tell you it's distracting you.
Probably. I'm afraid of who they're going to send next.
Why afraid?
I mean, the other watchers I've had haven't really been that useful, but they also just kind of let me do whatever the hell I wanted. To some extent.
You were luckier than I am.
What was your watcher like?
There's a knock at the door.
Were
One
you
second.
expecting someone?
I wasn't, but I'm like, who is it?
Hey, like, Layla, I was just, like, wondering if you wanted to, like, get a drink or something? Like,
Oh,
Barnaby's
that's
still
Ned.
not back, and hasn't been back for, like, a couple of days, and neither's Robert either, so I've been kind of doing nothing. I was, like, anything going on? Like, we could go kill some vampires?
Just give me a second. I open the door and like squeeze through the door and I close the door and I'm like, I'm a little busy right now, Ned.
Oh,
and
like-
don't talk about that loudly.
Oh, that's, sorry, like, killing some
It's a
vampires?
secret. Remember?
Oh, what, do you want to go get some, like, V? Oh, that sounds worse.
That sounds.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it works, but it sounds. Listen, let's hang out maybe tomorrow
Sure, like, what?
or Sunday or something. I don't know.
Are you and, like, Imogen back together?
No.
But, like, normally you just, like, let me walk straight into your room and stuff. Like,
I'm
what's-
dealing with something, okay, Ned?
That does not sound like Layla.
Oh, like, you're, like, dealing with something. Yeah?
No.
Yeah? Yeah, you're totally dealing with something.
Oh my god, Ned, you're such a fucking perv.
Yeah, well, you're uptight. Didn't want to hang with you
Would
anyway.
they care?
He starts walking away.
She like rolls her eyes. She's like, "Oh my god," and she opens the door and goes out, goes back in. I know I want to punch him in the face, so someone's like, "Punch him in the face." She's just trying to get him to go away. Sorry about that. That's Ned. He's kind of our friend.
Ned? Another friend?
Yeah. Look, I know they say we're not allowed to have friends, and I kind of looked up all the other Slayers. And the other one that lived the longest, I don't know if you ever looked anything up like this, but Nikki, she had family, and I want a family. Why should we have to live their fucking weird ass life where all we do is kill things? I'm not a murder robot. I have my own mind. I have things I want to do too.
Until the Watcher Council is gone, none of us have a life. I don't slay monsters anymore, or I haven't for a long time. I turned my energies towards the people that made me what I am.
I'm sorry about that.
You keep saying that.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what I would do if someone did that to me. But, like I said, I don't want to grill you today, but we definitely do need answers.
Yes, I could use some sleep.
How do you do the whole eating thing? You're not gonna like eat me while I'm sleeping.
I don't think so. I mean, this is my first night as a vampire with a soul. And honestly, the idea of seeing blood makes me want to kill over. So, no, I don't think so.
Well, I could like, I don't know. Can you eat things other than people?
Ooh, I can. I think. mean, blood is blood, right?
Just don't eat John.
Oh, the frog?
Yeah.
No. 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 I spent a fair share of days in the lab cutting those things open. No, thank you.
Okay. I go to the closet on the other side and I kind of grab the extra pillows and blankets and I put them on the bed. And there's some towels over there if you want to use them. The shower hasn't moved. It's been in the same place.
Vampires need to shower? I don't know how this works. Not really.
I don't know.
Hey. So, I sleep now?
I'll answer any of the questions you have. Just let me know.
I don't know that I have questions as much as wanting answers. Answers from not you. I appreciate what it is that you did, I guess.
I'm kind of glad. We weren't sure if you'd want to be reinsold.
Not really.
Yeah, Charity definitely didn't want to be.
Charity, I don't think, was used to not getting what she wanted.
Well, it's probably really easy for her to get what she wanted. With Slayer powers and vampire powers, it's pretty powerful.
There are two of us now, Slayers, that is.
Yeah, and my friends have their talents as well.
I never met another Slayer, not really.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of the first one I've ever met either. I suppose there's only supposed to be one of us. And when I met Charity, I wasn't sure if I believed her. But then I found out she was you.
So, is that bad that there are two of us?
I don't think there could be anything bad with that. I mean, there's so many demons out there. I don't know how they expect one person to take care of it all.
I know that feeling. Studying for exams, fighting vampires, trying to get laid. I remember.
Yeah, Layla says, looking to the side when you say that.
It was so stupid.
It is. Sometimes I've thought about just like stopping the whole school thing and just being a Slayer. I mean, you're right. There's a lot of tension with my friends. There's a lot of story there.
Yeah, but if you were locked in a room with a vicious ancient vampire, they'd probably come save you, wouldn't they?
I would hope so. Sometimes I'm not sure.
Nobody came for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that's what they want. They want us to feel like we have no one else but them. The Watchers, that is. It's that whole isolate somebody and control their mind. Make them feel alone.
Well, they succeeded.
Well, you're not alone anymore. And I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it all. But look, I'm supposed to kill you because you're a vampire. But when I read about your life and who you were as Catherine, and those papers. By the way, I didn't share that with anyone else. I'm the only one who read it.
Oh, papers.
The diary pages. The Watchers must have the rest of them. One of them gave me those pages, which is weird. I'm not really sure why he did that.
Even in the afterlife, your personal business is not private.
Yeah. Well, never thought it was. That's why I keep all my notes here.
You're studying to be a doctor. There's not a lot of room for anything else up here.
I think
Slayer.
Imogen might be studying to be a doctor. I know her sister is. She's talked about it a bit. If you want someone to talk to about that stuff. I'm sure Rob can maybe change your name and get you in the school system again. If you want to try to live a somewhat normal life.
No, that's okay. No, she probably would. Can't imagine she'd want to hear from me. Imagine this.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how the rest of them feel. It took me a little bit convincing to make them even agree to this.
So, how long have you been the Slayer?
How long has it been? Like,
You turned into the Slayer on your 16th, so...
almost a year?
No, a little bit longer, because you're over 17, right? You'd been the Slayer when you were 16, so it's a little bit over a year.
Oh yeah, so it's 17. So it's a
Just
year
over a year,
and
I think.
January, February, March. January, February, March, April. Yeah, so it's like a year and 9 months, right? Something like that. Oh wait, what month is it right now?
It's the end of April.
End of April?
Mid-end of April, somewhere around the middle of April, actually. Yeah.
Okay, a year and 4 months.
Oh, April, May. Sorry, end of May, not April. It's May already. Sorry, I got May and April the right way around. I'm having that kind of day.
Okay.
May.
Layla will say about a year and a half.
So you're almost 18?
Well, in a few months, yeah. Why?
No reason.
I know most people don't live this long. I think that's what I've been worried about. I'm kind of pushed my friends away. I tried to go on my own a little bit. I don't want to put them in danger. But I guess hearing what you have to say, I'm realizing that maybe having friends isn't such a bad idea.
It's true. I mean, stronger in numbers, I guess. But you do endanger them,
Yeah. Well,
friend.
that's why I'm not dating anyone anymore. So I understand the getting laid part of that.
I can tell you're hurting. I can feel it.
Yeah, well, everyone has their demons, right?
Yes. She kind of like laughs into crying almost at that statement.
Yeah, Layla's like in bed now. Like, we're just kind of like looking at each other from across the bedroom.
If you could do anything other than being the Slayer, what would you do?
I don't know. I've never thought about it. Is that sad?
No. I guess not.
I
You like
guess
being
I
a Slayer?
kind of just succumb to it. This is my life. There was a time, though, that I thought maybe I could, have a family.
Like be a mom?
Yeah. But,
Wait a second. How old am I?
well, how old is she? She's like 18, right? Because that's when she
she
turned.
It was
Turn.
turned at 18, but that was like 10 years ago.
It was 10 years ago?
Like, oh my god, I'm 28.
Yeah. Yeah, when you ask how old you are, I'm like, well, you look 18, but it's been 10 years.
I missed my 21st birthday.
Believe me, you've drank enough for probably every 21-year-old in the world.
I know.
Not as big of a deal in England.
Yeah.
So, tomorrow, I can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, I wonder if you can even go outside during the day. Probably not. I don't know. We can chat. In the evening, we can meet up with the rest of them and figure out what we can do to deal with the Watchers. Believe me, the rest of them have a lot of questions for you, not only just me. And it's kind of a little bit more touchy subject because Rob and Barnaby's dad is a Watcher, or was a Watcher. I don't know. They were saying something. It's confusing me.
So, we're just gonna wait it out and talk with your friends?
Well, I don't think we can just waltz into the Watchers Council and kill everybody. I think there's going to have to be talking and planning.
What am I supposed to say to them?
I've gotten to know some of the people that work for them, and I don't think they're all bad people. I think there's something else going on. And I'm going to
Maybe
figure it out.
something else going on.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Why do you say that?
Just because if there are people who work for them who are good people and they're being forced to do things, who's doing the forcing or manipulating, right? There's always someone at the top. And I mean, in your case, someone was at the top of that hierarchy for the vampires, right?
Yes. Yes. There was.
Yeah, I kind of got a message on your phone from one of them.
Tom.
Tom? Tom Hewell?
Charity, she...
No, wait, did you just say, is it
she
Tom
ans-
Hewell?
I don't know. Charity, she answered to a Tom, an old vampire, a powerful one. Yes, his name was Tom.
Layla sits up in bed and is kind of looking up at the ceiling, and the wire, when when all the yarn is all connecting everything. That's what's happening right now in her head, and she goes a little quiet.
Yeah, when you go quiet, Catherine too, kind of lost in Charity's actions and memories and things, rolls over in the fetal position, and kind of cries herself to sleep.
Yeah, and after I hear you sleeping, I don't know if you snore or not, but after I hear your breath shallow, I'm like, good night, Catherine. I'm just still looking at the ceiling.
Tom
Because she
Hewell is
passes
an
out.
anagram for vampire lord. rearrange the letters. I am Tom Huel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
becomes Vampire Lord.
His name's Tom Marvel
Oh
O'Huel.
shit! Sorry.
Oh.
I don't hope that didn't mess
Oh
up.
no!
You've
Yeah, I
all
messed
been
everything.
messed up, which
I'm
means this is
imaging
a great
now.
place to
I'm the
end.
same strength as before.
I don't know why the mute button is right next to the camera button.
It's
That's the
so
first time I've ever
annoying.
done that. Ever.
Which means we're going to
Interestingly,
end
though.
tonight's episode right here with that bombshell. So on that bombshell, we're going to go through everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, Chelsea.
Thanks for having me, crew. Oh, am I first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were trying to get at. Okay.
You're currently Robert Davidson right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone apart from me is now in a different slot because of that.
So I am Chelsea. You can call me Little Red Dot is what I go by online. I play a lot of tabletop RPG. In fact, this is my third show with Roll4It, which that just makes me a happy little dot. So you can check me out online. There are links and things. I keep my schedule up, but I'm over here on Saturdays with the Vampire the Masquerade campaign. I'm with the North by Northwest podcast. I also play in the Prince of Apocalypse campaign on Mondays. I will be starting 2 new campaigns this week on top of one that I started just last night. So my fall schedule is packed, and you can see all of that information on the schedule I keep on my Twitter. And if you want to just keep up with what I'm doing, you can come join my Discord. We chat silly things. There's places you can post pictures of your animals. It's pretty cool. So come chat with me. That's me. Oh, and I'll be back. I'll be back next week, which I'm excited about.
We are going to have a Chelsea for the remainder of the show. So thank you very much. That's partly, in fact, due to the amazing support we've got to the show. So thank you very much for everyone allowing us to pay extra cast cost. So skipping on from Chelsea, considering you weren't here last week, Lauren, who are you? What are you doing? Where we find you?
I also play a lot of RPGs on the internet. You can find me obviously here. You can find me on the D&D channel. We just started Dragon Heist, and I am playing a tabaxi, which is a lot of fun to just be a cat all the time. Just be a really obnoxious cat. And I also do RPGs over at Geek Space TV, or you can catch me on my Twitch channel where I play games or I make cosplays like the Spear of Leonidas. Fun fact, I stole it from Greed.
So,
He does love spears owned by people whose names begin with L.
I know.
It's true.
so Maggie, now you've got a Slayer friend. What do you do, and where we find you? That's the one.
Oh my god, the chat was just filled with like people trying to ship us. We've already been kind
We've
of
got the name. We've got the name. It's Kayla. We told
Smithers.
It's all right. We still got 3
Not too bad.
episodes. You don't
Yeah,
jump
that's
ship too quickly. You gotta like.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh and mine jump. Imogen and B's ship was like a year and a half in the making.
Yeah.
Like we talked about this at character creation.
Oh yeah.
Well, put it this way, our characters have definitely made out in the past. More than made out.
That
So.
was, yeah.
Mhm,
I briefed Chelsea on exactly what
Hashtag boob vomit.
Oh god.
But you guys can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places. Twitter's probably the best way to keep track of me because my schedule is going to be nuts. I'm going to be on a lot of different channels. Of course, I will be here on Roll4It as well. So tune in, definitely give Roll4It a follow. And then if you're interested in stuff that I'm doing, Margaret Crone on Twitch, Twitter, all the places every day except for Friday on Twitch and every day on the YouTubes over at Margaret Crone Plays. And yeah, thank you so much for everybody. You guys are amazing. And of course, it's so nice to have you, Little Red Dot, to join us. Yay.
It's okay.
Okay, so let's go to people who deliberately get themselves in front of a train wreck waiting to happen. Josh, who are you? What are you doing when we find you?
Hi, you can watch the slow motion car crash that is my life if you follow me on twitch.tv/gamingftl. Tomorrow at like 50 minutes ago, but tomorrow, join me for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition with some amazing friends. And if you want to hear me tell you more TTRPG stories, then youtube.com/c/strange adventures.
And for people who are responsible and mature in their relationships and their discussions of their relationships with people, Bentham, who are you? What do you know? Where we find you?
I'm gonna be the one person standing away from the massive multi-person car crash going on. Over on my channel, which is Mangleport Gaming, for reasons that are confusing and dumb. Even though I am Bentham. And I play lots of games like Factorio and Stardew Valley every Saturday, where I manage to deal with most of the people here being insane. Mainly EE, though. It's mainly 50% of the time wrangling EE, 50% of the time wrangling everyone else. And I'm also, at the moment, putting out videos of No Man's Sky and Deep Rock Galactic. One of those is coming out in 9 minutes.
The intro, is it the one with the
No,
intro?
it's not this one.
Oh,
It's
no.
not this one. Today is just a normal one, but later in the week, I've got one coming out where I did the stupidest bit for the intro.
It is
For,
the best
I don't even
intro.
know why I did it.
It is the best intro.
That's fun. So just watch like the first 20 seconds of Deep Rock Galactic 3, because I'm just so dumb. That's what I spent today doing. But that's me. That's what I'm doing. E, what are you doing when you're not terrorizing me in Stardew Valley?
I'm terrorizing you as your in-character girlfriend in Layla. But also, hello, I'm Mentorless. You can catch me over at youtube.com/Mentorless, where I play a number of games and things, including Airships, Conquer the Skies, 2 Point Hospital, and a few other things. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/Enterlysium, where I stream on Thursdays, and Saturdays is the Stardew stream, which is 2 p.m. BST, 6 a.m. PDT. I'm sorry about that, Maggie. In addition, I will
Like
be
it's 5
streaming
a.m. for me.
6 a.m., but you have to get up at 5 a.m. for it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be doing a sponsored stream for Paradox to do a Battletech stream. And I was like, can I play a Battletech mod? And they were like, yeah, we love mods. And I'm like, I love people who love mods. So I'll be streaming the Rogue Tech Battletech mod tomorrow at 2 p.m. BST, 6 a.m. PDT to my channel as well as the Steam store. So that'll be a thing. Also Instagram and Facebook and Twitters. So without further ado, we're going to go away, and we're going to go record a very interesting after show. We're everyone in the wrong boxes, because I can't be asked changing them. But in the meantime...
we can reorganize ourselves. So Layla has to be for everyone. Turn off your cameras.
That didn't help at all.
No, everyone turns off. Oh, if
Okay.
you did it right, then it would be me first.
Oh.
And then... Oh, no.
This
And then
isn't
Benta,
good.
and then
It's
Imogen.
not going well.
Okay.
Imogen would be next. Not red. Not red dot. Imogen. And then it will be...
you got it right for a second.
Then Catherine. And then Barnaby.
That's
And
not,
then Robert.
That's not right.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I'm just
No.
going to switch it back on anyway.
Right. Yeah.
If he did it right, if he actually
you're
set it up
Catherine
so they're
Winters
actually
now.
where they're supposed to be, that's what it
No,
would look.
because why would I set the overlay to be where your Zoom call is? Your Zoom call changes.
Why would you not do that?
Because
Because then it would automatically do it. That's what I do for all of my campaigns, so that I just tell people to turn on the cameras in the right order, and it magically
Yeah,
happens.
but trying to tell you to turn on cameras in the right order is difficult when none of
It
you
takes
are
2
in the
seconds. I
same
do it for
place.
every campaign that I run.
No!
It's so much faster.
No!
Than moving them around? Yeah, way faster.
Moving them around takes like no time at all. So we're gonna read some
I do-
tips.
Yeah,
Tips.
whatevs.
Tip.
We're gonna read some tips.
Tips. Oh, also, today's episode was supported by Oberon Naga. Thank you very much.
Oberon Naga!
Naga, thank you very much for allowing us to pay our cast and do wonderful things. So we had Vo 5100. $3.14. Not going to be able to watch the show live tonight due to birthday celebrations. 21 tomorrow, but I wish you all a great show with whatever E has in store.
Happy birthday, Vo!
Happy birthday.
awesome.
Happy birthday.
Just binging the first 4 sounds of silence. Oh, binging the first 4 sounds of silence. And I got to say, bravo on another great show. Legion
Aw.
salute. Thank you very
Yay.
much. The Unspeakable at $10. 3 rations for Catherine. Thank you very much. The Unspeakable, I'm sure that helps. If they're blood bags,
It's an
maybe.
old reference, sir, but it checks out.
Yep. Miss Amy Hall, $5. Wow, Catherine being reinstalled. Never expected that. Little red dot. Hope you like the name. If I knew it was going to be this important, I may have put more than 30 seconds thought into it.
Oh yeah, Catherine
Great.
Winters is a because Hero Tier can submit names every month, and that is one of the names.
Oh, I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
I
a hero
forgot that was
name.
It was
hero tier name. That's awesome.
it was an NPC name.
Great job. Y'all are
This
amazing.
is the second time now that an NPC name has become a PC name.
Yep. Trequirty, $27.77. Been following since Roll4It. Subscribed since Twitch Prime and a patron since I got a job. From a tiefling performing a striptease to a student bonking a professor in a cemetery. Thanks for all the years of entertainment. Sorry for my
Aw.
username E.
Who was performing a striptease?
I was
Was it
Oh
Briar?
no! I feel like there's a story there.
That
Yeah.
was Firestone, wasn't it?
They were meant to. They went to a House of Ill Repute or whatever you want to call it to get some information or something, and the madame who ran it assumed that he was there to apply, and he was like, "Sure, why not?" And I was like, "All right."
Oh my god, that's awesome! I love that players go along with it. That's so great.
Alrighty then.
Paladin
Woohoo!
Hulk.
Go Tiefling.
The tail comes in useful. Paladin Hulk, $4.69. This episode has been one intense ride. Well done, everyone, and welcome to the show, Chelsea. I know you'll have a great time and bring the buckets of talent as usual.
Aww.
Thank you very much, Paladin Hulk. Okay, so I'll just double refresh to see if we have any new dips. We do not, in which case we'll be off to record an after show. Bear in mind that we'll be back next week, and we'll also be back on Saturday with our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, where we will see how drastically wrong things went this week and how they will impact next week.
Whew.
But until then,
Oh.
Dice.
Go watch the Vampire the
Go
Vampire the
watch
Masquerade
the
show.
Vampire the
It's on
Masquerade.
YouTube right now.
It's on
Bye.
YouTube. There we go.
Go watch it.
May the dice roll over in your favor. There we go.